Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I hope you all are well. Happy to be drinking coffee on this Saturday morning. Started an hour later than I usually do, but we're still here. We're still doing it. All things in the building. Good morning. Said peace and blessings, Martin, and the chat. Hit that like button, please do. Edwin Volaton, what's going on, man? Terrell Davis, OPXID, Karen, who is the face of boxing, Canelo or Ryan? Neither. Salute to my guy for now. What's going on, Mr. LeGroux? Adeem Idris, what's happening? Omega Red, what's going on? Gianni Legend, the channel member, what's up? Edwin Volaton, the channel member, what's up? Fight Game in the building. Shout out to the channel member. Shout out to my guy, All Things, another channel member. Boxing, what's going on? Boxing matchups with D Free. Shout out to DC, the winning team. Merch is dumb. Salute to you, sir. Another channel member. Salute to you, sir. And our resident troll, who is, I think, is a bit more consistent as of late than our other king troll, my guy. My guy Terry Schmoot. Ramon Sefu, salute to you. What's happening? Ak Beezy, Mr. A, Mike Kirkland, one of the biggest supporters on the channel. Thank you, sir. What's going on, man? How you feeling this morning? Malik Taylor, good morning. Mr. Tell It Like It T.I. is. What's happening? What's going on, Devi Ferrer? Shout out to Canada by way of Brazil. Lewis Jackson, I'm well, man. How are you? I'm good. I'm about to talk about this. We got this fight card coming up tonight. I'm going to call the fight tonight. That's my plan this morning. So, we'll be out here watching Canelo and Jaime Munguia and a couple other fights. Big Block in the building. What's happening? I think I said what's up. Forever Boat Life. What's up? Good morning to you. Crush the Legend, the winning team. What's going on? Anthony Stewart, good morning. Said, what's good, big homie? Top of the morning to you. Rodney, what's going on? Rodney Phillips, another channel member. Thank you, sir, for that support. Fahim Sator, always good to see you, man. Shout out to Oscar De La Hoya. He winning right now, finally. Why you say that? Because he looking out there looking crazy to me. You watching the Tank press conference today at 12 p.m.? 12 p.m. what time? Yes, I am. I may actually watch it while I'm talking to y'all. Yeah, we may have a live reaction to the press conference, man. Mr. Pragmatic channel member, good morning. How are you, sir? I see you over there on Manager Marty, man, getting your respect, getting your due respect over there. Copper Aborigines, for non-boxing talk, let's get the real news on these fighters and fights. Well, let's talk about something, man. Let's talk about Canelo Alvarez and Jaime Munguia's card. We can start with that. Of course, I like to put whole topics to death before I get off of them. So, let me say the topic of the video is that Devin and Ryan looking real bad right now. Man, they look bad, man. They look that whole thing should have never taken place. I know they all sitting up there thinking, man, I wish we would have. Not Ryan, though. But Devin's probably the man. I wish I would have never done this. Ryan's about to get off. So he's about to get off. I mean, I don't think that he's even going to get punished. I've been doing my research. Shout out to my guy. Where's my phone, man? Hold on, man. Give me 1 second, man. Hey, here's a link, man. I'm going to put the link in there from the beginning, man, because I know the people are going to support more with talking. And if you come up here acting like a madman, I think I'm more than likely just going to throw you out. I apologize to everybody that heard me flip on that dude, go off on that dude yesterday with that verbal stuff. Man, for real, there's some real nuts out here, like nuts, fruit, like nutty. And I know I've been nutty time to time. So I know that I have the tendency myself. So I can recognize very unstable people when I speak to them. Like your boy that came up here acting like an absolute buffoon yesterday. Ryan is looking bad. because he popped dirty. You can't get out of that. Okay. But he's probably going to get off though. Because most likely he didn't do it intentionally. Most likely he didn't do it intentionally. And that this is information that I'm getting from experts on the subject. Most likely he didn't do it. However, we will see whether or not what happens when they look at the quantities that are in there. The quantities that are in there. But bad thing all the way. No, we don't. Tank got no, we don't need to see Tank Haney. Haney got his ass whooped. That ship has passed. He already got his ass whooped. We don't need to see that. Man, don't nobody give a fuck about Ryan popping dirty. Nobody gives a fuck about Ryan popping dirty. That's crazy. Because Ryan's media game is so dog. Man, he is the Donald Trump of boxing. I ain't gonna lie, dog. He's the Donald Trump of boxing. He's bold with it. He's bold with it, dog. Y'all call him a marketing genius. God, dog, they don't even care. They don't even care, dog. They don't care. If I don't buy the Canelo Munguia fight, I will have to have it free. Will I have it free tomorrow on my DAZN app? I think you will. I think you will. I think you will get it. I think it will be free the next morning. They don't even care, though, dog. They don't even care. What's going on, Chemo? They don't even care. He's bold with it, too. He's throwing everybody under the bus. He throwing Victor Conte under the bus. He throwing Vada under the bus. He's like, no, these do some dirty. He threw Devin Haney's brother under the bus. Oh, my God, man. The man's mouthpiece, bro. Man, the man's mouthpiece. But look, that's not why I'm saying it, though. I did my research. Man, I don't know who Devin gonna fight next, man. And dog, for real, I don't even know. He said he don't want the rematch with Ryan, which is silly. He should want the rematch with Ryan. Ryan is looking bad. Rumor has it. Cop Rogers. Devin said no rematch after he said he wanted a rematch at 140 weigh-in. Fanon, is that true? That is very true. Yes, it is. Illuminati said, your boy said he's disappointed in you, OG. Who was my boy that said my boy said he's disappointed in me? Who's disappointed in me? Who's my boy that's disappointed in me? And what are you disappointed in me for? I've disappointed people before. They lived and I lived. Dog. First of all, why are you bringing that to me, bro? Why are you bringing that to me? Why are you bringing it to me? There's nothing for anybody to be disappointed in me in. For not doing what? Not throwing somebody under the bus? I'm not going to do it. I'm sorry. Life continues. I'll live. If anybody's disappointed in me, I'll live. I trust you, me, I will live. I'm just telling you what it is. And it is what it is. Not keeping what a buck? What not keeping what a buck? I've kept it a buck. I've absolutely positively kept it a buck. I've absolutely kept it a buck. And here's the buck. Ryan Garcia has the right to have those tests reviewed and to challenge that test. Are you disappointed in me treating people fairly? T. Orlando, I'm keeping it a buck, man. It is what it is, bro. I don't owe anybody anything other than to tell you what it is. All right. Ryan, if you accuse somebody of something, what they get is they get to challenge it. Ryan has human rights of a human. Ryan Garcia has the same rights that Devin has. I'm sorry. Here's the link for anybody. Here's the link for anybody. And I'm telling you, I will pay you money. I will pay you money if you can explain to me why Ryan Garcia does not have the right to say, no, I didn't do it. And no, it is an accusation to Orlando. Cheating is the allegation. Cheating is the allegation to Orlando. Cheating is. I never said that he didn't pop dirty. He did pop dirty. Let me tell you something. Double zeros. Fuck you. Let me repeat this. I don't give a fuck who said what about me. Don't give ne'er a fuck who said what about me. The fact of the matter is, he tested positive. He said he didn't do it. He gets to have his due process. Fuck you and everybody that looks like you if you do not think that that is true. Now, I got money for anybody that wants to debate me on that. Anybody. The link's in the chat. Come get fucked up. Ain't no fucking way none of you bums out there, and I'm not talking to anybody specifically, can fuck with me on that. I will fucking double fry your ass. You included, T. Orlando. Just in case you think that I won't. Fry the fuck out of y'all. Okay? Take your junior fucking high school education and fuck off. All of you. Because I am consistent. I am not going to tell you that a black person that gets arrested by a police officer for a crime and everybody in the world thinks he does it, doesn't have the right to challenge his accusers. And there's a difference between having something in your system, which is verified in your system, and you being guilty of cheating. Because there's still considerations and due process that is due with the WBC and the New York State Athletic Commission, and this is going to fall in your face because it's going to happen to a fighter that you like. Niggle. Double zeros. It's going to happen to a fighter that you like, and your inconsistent asses won't be able to say shit, while I will have kept my integrity and be able to defend whoever it is that I want to defend, like you did with Alyssa Baumgardner, who also popped dirty. But after she submitted her evidence, they let her continue to fight because it was not conclusive that she intentionally ingested those things in order to cheat. And unless you're a fucking biochemist, fuck off. Now, the link's in the chat. I don't mind fucking any and every one of you up in a fucking row. You want, you don't hide behind them. Get your bitch ass up here and click the link. Don't hide behind gossip about what another YouTube channel has to say about me. Get your ass up and tell me that Ryan Garcia does not have the right, that this process is over with. That just because VADA says something's in your system, that means you're suspended. That means you cheated. It doesn't. Sorry. That's the real world. Live in the fucking real world and get your head up out of Devin Haney's ass, which you have had it planted in for about 5 fucking years. Pull your head out his ass. I don't work for Bill Haney. I don't work for Devin Haney. I don't work for Ryan Garcia. I don't work for Henry Garcia. I work for my fucking self. And I'm not selling my integrity for a fucking handful of fucking beans and a fucking dinner date. Okay? I'm not selling my integrity for a handful of fucking beans and a dinner date and a tour of a mansion. The fact of the matter is that there's a huge YouTube channel, more plates and more dates, that did a video yesterday about Ryan Garcia and said this dude's probably going to get off. More Plates, More Dates, who is a huge YouTube channel, over 1 million subscribers that specializes in performance-enhancing drugs, tests, and all of those things, said more than likely Ryan is going to get off. And he explained exactly why he thought Ryan was going to get off. And he said it depended on the same things that the Institute for German Sports Medicine also said. It's going to depend on what the test says. Not just that it's in there, because it's in there at certain levels in your body, at certain levels, regardless. However, what in the world is the levels that it's in? So when I ask you, what's the level of ostarine that is in his blood sample, and you can't answer me, you are speaking from ignorance. I am not in the business of speaking from ignorance, kiddies, children, young men, YGs, young Gs. Shut up and wait. Shut up and wait. You want me to sit up here and witch hunt Ryan? I'm not doing it. If you want me to witch hunt Vada and Victor Conti, I'm not doing it. I didn't witch hunt Errol Spence when people were pointing to gynecomastia and puffy nipples. I didn't witch hunt Terrence Crawford when they talked about how much Terrence Crawford weighed, and when Boxing Outlet, shout out to Boxing Outlet, and guys are doing all those videos on Terrence Crawford. I didn't do it to Terrence Crawford. I didn't do it to Ryan Jermon. I didn't do it to Devin when Devin came in weighing 165 pounds the day after a 140-pound fight. I didn't do it then. And I'm being consistent. I'm not doing it to Ryan. Okay? I'm sorry. Y'all need to grow the fuck up and stop trying to jump to fucking conclusions and act like you know shit you don't fucking know. You guys read contracts like fucking buffoons. You guys talk about contracts like you know what the fuck you're talking about, and you don't know shit. And it amazes me that you don't know shit. So we go from one topic, contracts that you don't know shit about, but yet you talk about, and then you get to fucking testing positive for nandrolone or ostarine and anabolic steroids, which you don't know shit about. You go from one topic you don't know shit about to another topic you don't know shit about, and keep acting like you know shit about it. No, I'm not going to do that. That's not my job. My job is not to run my fucking mouth about shit I don't understand. I'm smart enough to know what I don't know. So I didn't even want to do it. Said, hey, how about we just wait and hold up? How about we just wait? How about we just wait until Ryan spends the money he has, puts together an argument for the New York State Athletic Commission and the WBC, and then we read it like we're literate. We actually sit down and whatever it is, read it. And then after we read it, we listen to the experts and what they think about it, and then you make a decision. You fucking phones were out here telling people several years ago to just sign the contract if they give it to you. Don't get me to frying your asses, okay? Because I know goddamn well I heard y'all people telling people, literal videos to boxers, talking about if they give you a contract, just sign it. You don't have to care about what's in that contract. You just sign it. Man, I heard your ass say that shit. I heard it. I remember it, and I was dumbfounded about why somebody would ever say that shit. Don't read the contract. It's there. Just sign it. But now you guys are what? Disappointed in me. Man, you ain't none of you niggas is my mama, nor my daddy. To be disappointed because I'm disappointed because I won't do what? Because I won't lie. Disappointed because I won't jump to conclusions. Just disappointed because I'll treat a Mexican fairly. That makes me a coon because I'll treat a Mexican fairly. I'm a coon. I'm a biscuit eater, a buck. Man, fuck you, ignorant niggas. I don't give a fuck about not near one of you. Okay? When it comes to honesty, No. I don't work for none of y'all. Don't none of y'all pay my bills. None of you. Ryan Garcia gets to go and present his case to the WBC. I ain't talking bad about Victor Conte for a second. If only thing that I would be disappointed in myself for is if I was running Victor Conte up a tree. Because I have no idea whether or not Victor Conte has the ability to taint samples. I have no idea. None. Is it possible? Yeah, it's possible. But I ain't supporting Ryan in that. And I am not supporting y'all in 99% of the dumb shit that pours out your fucking pie holes. So keep lying to niggas. Keep fucking trying to sell people bullshit. And leave my name the fuck out of it. Because I'm going to sit right here and tell you I don't know whether or not Ryan tested positive for that because he didn't take a supplement. They could have had it in there. And I did not make up that can happen with Ostarine because it happened to UFC fighters with Ostarine. It also is in a German biochemist wrote a research paper for a German sports institute that specializes in dope testing that Ostarine you can test positive for Ostarine by taking over-the-counter supplements that don't have it listed. Those are facts. So how about you guys just start being fair one day? How about you do that? How about you don't run with every bit of bullshit that pops out just because it makes Devin look good, or just because it makes Ryan look good, or just because it makes Gervonta look good, or just because it makes Errol look good, or just because it makes this guy look good, and I'm going to be family. They're my family. We love one another. We're going to, man, Gervonta is not my brother. He's not my brother. My brother's name is Robert. His name is not Gervonta. So I am not about to sit up here and tell you any bit of bullshit that comes out of Gervonta Davis's mouth is the truth. I'm not. If he said, oh, Floyd Mayweather's broke, I'm going to punch him in his face, I don't believe that. He's trapped in Dubai. I don't believe that. Why do I not believe that? I don't believe it because the man's not in jail. And I don't understand why you would be stuck in Dubai, but you're not actually confined. And guess what happens? Voila, he's in the United States giving out 50 bags of money to people on his way to a playoff game. All of a sudden, yesterday he was trapped in Dubai. The day before yesterday, he was out handing bags of $50,000 in cash to homeless people. Y'all sitting there telling me that Devin is the WBC man, right? Gervonta's the WBC mandatory for Devin. How about y'all just do the truth? Just try the truth. And that's for all of you. All of you do it. But none of y'all click that goddamn link. None of y'all click this link to debate me on that. Specifically, Ryan Garcia, that test is with the WBC and that test is with the New York State Athletic Commission. They're the ones that get to punish Ryan Garcia. When they punish Ryan Garcia, I will then say they punished Ryan Garcia. That's when I'll do it. I'm not going to do it because Dan Rayfield put out a piece of paper for VADA. I am not going to sell somebody down the river because a policeman arrested them. Arrest is not conviction. Suspicion is not guilt. Evidence is not proof. And y'all are not my equal because you will not, you skew things for the fighter that you ride with. I'm not a ride or die bitch. Okay, y'all sing that song. I'm a ride or die bitch. I'm not a ride or die bitch. No, that's not me. Sorry. Sorry. I'm not throwing journalists down. I'm not selling nobody down the river. I'm not selling it. When people say the PBC is going broke, I don't believe it. Why would I believe that? When somebody says that Bob Arum is a stone cold racist, why would I believe that? Why would I believe that Bob Arum is a stone cold racist? The man has made a whole bunch of black people millionaires. He may think some things about black people that other people think about black people or whatever. I don't know that. I know full well that man has made a lot of black people millionaires. Okay? And he doesn't have to do it if he didn't want to do it, but he did it. Okay? I may not agree with every decision that he makes, but I don't have to sell that man down the river I don't have to call Shakur Stevenson a duck because his ass won't take, because he won't take low money. You guys are clowns, man. Y'all are clowns. You're caricatures. You guys are caricatures. Ryan said he sent the request for his B sample. Of course he did. And he also said, look, man, that B sample is going to turn positive too. Man, now just leave me the fuck alone, for real. Y'all click the link. Hey, said, how's that coffee this morning, man? Hey, thank you, brother. The sponsor is my guy, Kurt Hurd. Yesterday it was Rachel and Lorenzo. Man, I know y'all trying to come at me. I'm sorry. I don't do that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to everybody that is disappointed in me for not telling you something I don't know. Because I don't know I don't know how much it got in his system. I don't know. I don't know whether or not it's in his B sample. I don't know. I don't know whether or not it could have been contaminated because he took supplements. I don't know. I don't know if he just took a big old turkey baster and shoved it in his arm and stuck a gallon of it in his system. I don't know that either. Since I don't know that, I'm not going to act like I know that. You all can act like you know that for you to turn around and have it not be true. For it not to be true. But shit is, you guys, what the fuck is wrong with you people? It's nothing wrong with me. There's something wrong with you. You guys know you do not know. You know you don't know. You absolutely, positively know that you do not know how much of that was in the system because it wasn't in the VADA letter. You know that you don't know whether the B sample tested positive. You know you don't know that. You know that contamination of those supplements are real because you knew it was real. You knew it was real when it was Alyssa Bumgarner. You knew it was real, but you don't know it for Ryan because you think that this is going to magically erase that ass whooping Devin took. Well, guess what? It's not going to erase that ass whooping until the WBC erases that ass whooping. And the New York State Athletic Commission erases that ass whooping. And Devin and Ryan get back in the ring, and Devin erases that ass whooping by whooping his ass. That's going to get rid of that ass whooping. I'm sorry. It's a three-part process for Devin to unwhoop his ass, to get his ass unwhooped. That C-level fighter. That's just how it works, and it works like that for everybody. Now, that link I put in there is still unclicked. It's unclicked. You're going to call me an Uncle Tom or something? You're going to say something about my daughter? You're going to say something about my son or my wife? Or what kind of shit are you going to bring, you fucking morons? What, you going to call me names? You going to call me? What are you going to call me? You think I'm a bad person because I said I want to treat a Mexican fairly? I'm not on the team. I'm not on code. I ate my buttered biscuits this morning. What kind of cornball shit you coming with next? What kind of cornball ass shit that I give ne'er fuck about are you coming with next? You don't get to tell me how black I am. I've been black longer than you have. And I ain't no fucking sucker. And I ain't a sucker. I'll leave you and your fan base to be suckers. I'll leave that to you. Meanwhile, what I'll do is wait for it to fly in your face. Like it's been doing time and time and time again. Like when he dominated Gervonta in sparring. Oh, and you bragged about it for a while. And then had an audacity to dare Gervonta to release the tape. And then when the tape gets released with him getting his ass whooped, all of a sudden, oh, it's an edited tape. It's edited. It's edited. Oh, man, that's special effects. That's some special effects. Ain't no punches landed. Meanwhile, most people listening to y'all like, man, y'all out your mind. Man, you out your mind. Ain't nobody trying to hear that, man. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. Sorry. And I'm talking to the guys that said that somebody else said they're disappointed in me. Disappointed? What? I don't know Devin shit. I don't know Devin nothing. Not a goddamn thing. But to not mistreat him. And guess what I owe Ryan Garcia? The same thing. To not mistreat him. I am not mistreating Devin. I am not. I said he got his ass whooped because he really got his ass whooped. That's not mistreating him. That's the truth. He got his ass whooped. In that fight, got his ass whooped. That's not mistreating him. Me saying Ryan, I don't know whether or not Ryan's going to get suspended or not. I don't know if he cheated or not. I know it's in his system, but that doesn't mean he's cheated. He was in the restaurant sitting next with the girl, but that didn't mean he cheated with her. What do you mean? It's on tape. He's right there with the girl on camera. Yeah, he's on camera with her, but I don't know whether or not he cheated or not. I don't know whether or not they were there because it was a business meeting. I don't know yet. I know he's there. Yes, you're telling me it's there. You tell me, yes, there's Ostarine in the system. Okay, I understand there's Ostarine in the system. How much Ostarine? And how did it get there? If it got there because he took a supplement and some Chinese, some manufacturer from Beijing or somebody put some shit in there and he labeled it something different, is that cheating? Did he knowingly do it? That's going to be up for the WBC and New York State Athletic Commission to decide. And when they decide it, then we'll know. Okay? It's just a fact. Now you could say, well, we already know that they're going to let him off, and then wait till they let him off and then complain when they let him off. When they don't let him off, then you can say, see, he's suspended. Devin got his old back. Yes. And I'll say, hey, guess there was too much shit in there. Guess he must have cheated. Guess he must have cheated, because cheating has to be intentional. You can't accidentally cheat. You got to cheat intentionally. And the accusation is that he cheated, not that he tested positive for a banned substance. The accusation is whether or not he intentionally ingested it for the purposes of gaining an unfair advantage, and whether or not the amount in his system actually gave him one. Now, I'm sorry, man, but that's just how I think. And you need somebody and when it happens to you, you want that same, and I'm being very specific. When it happens to you, when you're accused of something that you did not do, you ask people to look at the facts. You say, just because I was accused of this, I didn't do it. This person set me up. No, I don't care what my record says. I did not do this. That's what you want. And when you appeal it and appeal it and appeal it and appeal it, you maintain your innocence. Even though many, many, many people will shove in your face every day what you are accused of doing. If that hits home for you, start being fair. Oh, y'all don't like that though, do you? You don't like that, do you? Y'all don't like that, do you? You don't like that, do you? I know y'all don't like that one. I know you don't like that one. See, out here on internet, people start running around and accusing you of all kind of shit from your personal life. Yeah, they do. They'll accuse you. They'll say your name is Fanon Hancock, even though your name ain't Fanon Hancock. They'll say that you had some type of accusations of this and that, even though that's not even your name. And people will run around and say, oh, look. That's what they'll do. That's what they'll do. But you want people to say, hey, man, no, that didn't happen. I didn't do that. Somebody accused me of that, but I didn't do it. It's bullshit. Right? But you don't want that for other people. You just want it for yourself. I want it for myself. And I want it for you too. Y'all don't like that though, do you? That makes me a coon. You morons. You inconsistent, inconsiderate morons. What good does it do for people to not mistreat people based on color if they just come up with another reason to mistreat you? What's the difference? You ever thought about that? No, you didn't. No, you don't. No, you don't think of that. No, you don't. You just say, fry them. Let's witch hunt them. Don't you? Don't you? Don't you claim, why are they out there in the street beating Rodney King like that? He's resisting arrest. Well, that's what the cops say. The cops said he was resisting arrest. But no, it was not the truth. Well, that's what they say. So why do we need to go to court? The police officer said it. That's proof. That's proof enough for me. Beat him some more. Oh, but you got problems when they do that. But if it's a Mexican, let him stomp that Mexican out. Y'all disappointed in me? You disappointed in me? Everybody that has been accused of something they did not do, and some of us convicted for things we did not do, that we are adamant that we did not do, despite evidence being presented in a court of law and the adjudicator of that procedure finding us guilty. Even though we know in our hearts that we didn't do it. But yet you don't want Ryan Garcia to be able to talk to the New York State Athletic Commission, be able to talk to the WBC. Is that what we're doing here? Yes, that's what we're doing here. Yes, that's what we're doing here. Yes, that's what we're doing here. When Deontay Wilder gets cheated, and the WBC won't listen to it. You say, hey, the WBC, you need to review this. Because he's accusing Tyson Fury and somebody of putting something in his water. And the WBC won't hear it. Aren't you lambasting the WBC for not giving Deontay Wilder his due process and looking at the issue when he said he was cheating? The WBC was terrible for not looking at it for Gervonta Davis. For Deontay Wilder, but fuck the WBC when they're supposed to be looking for Ryan Garcia. You hypocrites. You fucking hypocrites. You hypocrites. You hypocrites. You're hypocrites. I will always destroy you in a debate if you're a hypocrite. You can't touch me. This argument is unwinnable for you all. It's unwinnable. No chance whatsoever. If you defended Alyssa Baumgardner and if you defended Deontay Wilder, if you said that Deontay Wilder should have got recourse from the WBC and from the Nevada State Athletic Commission for the cheating, and because they wouldn't look at it for Deontay, they were wrong. But you don't want them to look at it for Ryan. If Alyssa Baumgardner can test positive and be accused and be exonerated, and you support that, but Ryan Garcia can be accused, but he cannot be exonerated, don't get me talking like a Baptist preacher. I'll fucking fry you bums. Keep your ass over there, you fucking hypocrites. Go away from me, you hypocrites. Go sell that shit to the children. Grown folk don't act like that. I'm disappointed in every single solitary one of you. And I got real reason to be disappointed in all of you. Because you're hypocrites. Because you're hypocrites. I argue my family members, who I love my family members, and they know I will argue them up and down about Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby is not guilty just because somebody accused him. That man deserves his day in court, and if they cannot prove it, he gets off. He shouldn't be tarred and feathered just because there's a bunch of women who didn't even actually accuse him of anything. Just because you don't like him. I'm not doing it. I'm going to look at what happened with Bill Cosby. I'm going to look, and before I pass judgment on him, I may crack a joke about take that, Diddy. But still, even him, he deserves his day in court. Ryan deserves his day in court. You guys are running a fucking lynch mob because your guy got his ass whooped. Because he got his ass whooped and you're hurting. Leave me alone. Leave my name out your mouths. Because you know you're wrong. Wait a month or two until Ryan gets his suspension, until Ryan presents his case, and then when Ryan gets suspended and Devin gets his O back, label that man a cheater, because that's the time to do it, not before that. Just like Alyssa Baumgardner. And you did it with Alyssa Baumgardner. And you celebrated when Alicia Baumgardner got exonerated. You celebrated that. I'm disappointed in you. I did. You can't tell me that I did not do this for Alyssa Baumgardner. I did. I said, hey man, look, I'm gonna wait for the process to play out. She said she didn't do it. I'm gonna wait for the process to play out. And every time she didn't do it, every time she said she didn't do it, I reposted on Twitter Every time she denied it. If it was Clarissa Shields, I would do the same thing for Clarissa Shields. If it was Ryan Garcia, I'm not even reposting Ryan. All I'm saying is, look, man, can we wait till it plays out? But the same people that wanted it played out for Alyssa Baumgardner don't want it for that young man, just because he was unfortunate enough to beat the shit out of Devin Haney. Now, what you disappointed in? What you disappointed in? You guys are what's wrong with black people. You are demonstrating what's wrong with people. We need a rule of law, and everyone is supposed to be held to the same standard. It is unfair to Ryan Garcia. You are mistreating Ryan Garcia if you do not allow him to have his case heard. You are mistreating Alyssa Baumgardner if you do not allow her to have her case heard. You boxers are mistreating each other and yourself if you do not allow the process to play out. You are, because you can be in the same situation. You very well may take a supplement that somebody said that you trusted gave it to you because you're not a fucking biochemist, and it can get in your system. You are going to want to be able to have not VADA, even release it. You are going to want the WBC to let you go through a process of challenging it, of explaining it, of letting them know what happened, of getting to the bottom of it. And if you cheated and you know you cheated, you're going to pay the price. And if you didn't cheat and was completely accidental, you're going to have the hope that your name can be cleared. But you, and I'm talking to boxers, all of you boxers that do this, don't cry when it happens to you. Don't cry when it happens to you. If it happens to you, okay? Don't do it. Don't do it. Because you're going to be guilty as soon as it hits. Now, if it hits, we already know that there's going to be a stigma on you. We know that. For sure, there's going to be a stigma on you. Canelo Alvarez got a suspension of 6 months. Some people wanted more. Some people wanted a lot more. But that label is on him forever. Luis Nery, that label is on him forever. And these weak arguments about, well, we know he's guilty because he denied it. What? Yes, this is these stupid arguments you all use. Well, we know Ryan did it because this is the dumbass argument that Devin used. Well, we know he did it because why would he ever admit it? Why would he? We know he did it because he wouldn't admit it. Are you fucking serious? And Omega Red. Now, like I said, I'm here. Y'all don't like that argument because you can't get past it, because it ain't an argument. It's a fucking fact. And shame on you all. By the way, shame on you. Omega Red said, thank you, Martin. Yes, sir, man. Thank you so much for that support. And by the way, the channel sponsors are Kurt Hurd and Omega Red with the big $20 donations. Thank you. Timothy Griffith said, for 9, you're objective, fact-based, fair, due process, honoring. Damn, that sounds offensive in today's world. Salute to the highest, my brother. Look, man, Timothy Griffith, we want that for ourselves. We want that for black fighters. We want that for black fighters. We want that for black fighters. We can't have it if we don't give it. You can't get it if you won't give it. You can't. The problem is with racism is mistreatment of people. Mistreatment. Let it play out. And definitely leave people alone that want it to play out. I'm sorry if you can't rebuild Devin until 3 weeks from now. I'm sorry if that delays the Devin Haney reconstruction for a few weeks. But you're just going to have to hold up. Okay, there's a light at the end of the tunnel for Devin. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, but he's got to go through the tunnel. We got to get to see whether that is a reflection or whether that is really an end to that tunnel. Okay? That may be a reflection of your flashlight. We got to get to the end of it. Get to the end of it. But no. You don't like it. Now, does somebody want to debate me? Because my logic should be easily irrefutable. It should be easily refutable. It should be easily refutable. It's not refutable, what I just said. You guys are hypocrites, and it's not the first time you've been hypocrites. So I don't fuck with y'all because y'all are hypocrites, okay? And I'm not in that bag, okay? I'm not getting in that bag with you. No chance, not never. It's never going to happen because that is a bag that is going to get dropped in the ocean. I'm not getting in there with you. That is a boat that is going to sink for sure. No, thank you. There's a hole in your boat. No. I'm not going down that rabbit hole with you because you're never going to get out of it. You're going to lose respect, and ain't nobody even going to tell you that they're losing respect for you. Keith Nolan said, I think people are salty because they think you should go at Ryan like you went at Bill and Devin, but it's not the same. Bill and Devin told lie after lie, and they got called on it. God don't like ugly. I think people are salty because they think you should go at Ryan like you went at Bill and Devin. But okay, so let's look at it. Let's look at that, Keith Nolan. What did I go? And I know you said it. Bill told lie after lie after lie. They got called on it. God don't like ugly. Yeah. Here's the thing. There's no reason for me to go. I've never really gone at Devin Haney. Ever. I've gone at you all for lying. I've been going at the same people for the same thing. For being hypocrites. I never went at Devin. I've never went at Devin. I'm telling you, look, man, Devin Haney's the undisputed champion. I never said that he wasn't. But Devin was not the mandatory for Vasily Lomachenko. That's just not true. That's not me going at Devin. That's me going at the same people I'm going at right now. I'm going at you. I'm going at you. Listen to who I'm going at. I'm going at you. You is who I'm going at. Not them. I'm going at you. Not you, Keith Nolan, obviously. That's who I'm going at. The lies you tell, the hypocrisy you have, because I don't talk to boxers. I talk to boxing fans, and I will talk to boxing fans that have YouTube channels that talk about me. I am not going at Terrence Crawford. I'm going at you. Truth Hurt said, I was arrested in 2021 for murder, rape, and sodomy. Damn. Was in jail a week before they figured out that it was a white man with the same name and birthday. Exactly. But I guess they should have pulled the electric chair on you, huh? No, hey, Truth Hurt, I guess they should have just set you in the chair and fried you right there. I guess that's what they should have done for you. That's what would have been fair. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. All right, hold on 1 second. I gotta just plug something in real fast. And then I'm gonna put this link in this chat again. Thank you, Truth Hurts. All right, so here's this link, bro. What's T. Orlando say? T. Orlando's trolling. T. Orlando know what's up. T. Orlando definitely knows what's up. He knows. That's how he makes a living. T. Orlando just trolling. Peace, love, and truth. Salute, Martin. Hey, thank you, Jay Milts. And now I want all you people disappointed in me to come talk to me. I want all y'all people that are disappointed in me to come talk to me. I need for you to come talk to me so I can alleviate your disappointment. So I can alleviate you of your disappointment. I'm talking to y'all. Who is this? Fanon's hurting. Dude, shut up. And wait. Shut up and wait. I'm coming all the way down to the end. Bro, slow down. And there's the link. Now, I needed somebody to come here and come get this smoke. I'm not naming anything. I'm talking to all of y'all. There are thousands of people I'm talking to. Look, you have to understand who I am. I am somebody that has a lot of people that I talk up to boxing about. A lot of people. I don't watch YouTube channels very much at all. I don't need to because I will be on Twitter. People talk to me on Twitter. I cracked a joke on Bill Haney yesterday and said he needed to buy some new cufflinks because he did. I was trying to hip him. I was trying to put him down on game. People got mad at me. When you have cufflinks, when you get a cufflink shirt, you can never use the cufflinks that they gave you because it comes with the rented tux. It's just the truth. It looks like you rented that. It looks like you rented it. You can't, people know whether you rented your tux or not. Because when you rent your tux, you got a little black cufflink. You get a little black small cufflink. That's the rented ones. The people that have one have their own cufflinks, like real cufflinks. Okay? Y'all got mad at me for saying it. I was trying to put them down on game. I was like, hey, man, you got to get, no. Get those cufflinks off your partner. I'm just telling you, game recognized game. You don't know unless you had to wear them. Seriously, man, nobody wears suits. Nobody wears suits that don't want to. Like, for real, you know the difference between somebody that's for real with suits and somebody that's not for real with suits? I guarantee you, T. Orlando is not voluntarily wearing a suit if he don't got to. Because them shits are uncomfortable. Them shoes are uncomfortable. Them shoots are uncomfortable. Them shits is uncomfortable. They're hot. They're easily wrinkable. And you only wear them. You're only wearing them when you're around your superiors. That's it. That's the only time you wear suits. When you're wearing a suit when you may be around somebody that is your superior. You wear a suit if you're going to court because you got to respect the judge. If you wear a suit at work because you got to respect your bosses. You wear a suit at a wedding because you're paying respect to God. And you're paying respect to the ceremony. Nobody wearing suits that have to wear them shits every day. Matter of fact, there was a big movement in the 90s to business casual. Because they're like, God dog, can we get out these goddamn monkey suits? Please? Can we get out of the can we please get out these monkey suits? So when I saw Bill wearing one and Vlad not wearing one, that tells you what Vlad thinks of. That tells you what Vlad thinks of Bill and what Bill thinks of Vlad. Vlad doesn't think Bill's important, and Bill thinks Vlad is very important. There you go. Telling you. That's the language of suits. But nobody wants to wear that shit if you don't have to wear that shit, bro. I hate suits. Jean under press, how can I help you? You're on mute.
Good morning, Fernand.
Good morning.
Hope you're doing well. I'm the first person here this morning.
Yes, you are. You're the second, actually, because Master Eden was here, but he dropped off. How can I help you?
Yeah, I just want to say a few things. First of all, I'm not playing fanboy. I'm just seeking truth and rational thinking. And what I want to say is, yesterday you went over that scientific article that had all the angles that Ryan can play to say.
There's not angles to play. It's not. No, those are not angles to play. That's not an angle. No, stop. That's not an angle to play. The way that you phrase that is like how he can get over and cover up the fact that he cheated. It tells me already that you think he cheated.
I mean, yeah.
But you don't know that. But you do not know that yet. My point is that you don't know that. You don't know that.
A cheater will never admit it.
You think that. So what if he would never admit it? He may never admit it because he didn't do it. He may never admit it because he did do it, but he's never going to admit it. But he may never admit it because he didn't do it.
I mean, Ryan already said that he's willing to do anything to win that fight.
When did he say he's willing to do anything to win a fight?
Oh, he said he was going to kill Devin. So there's a saying that says, "Show me the man, I'll show you the crime." And even if Ryan is exonerated by the WBC, we know those organizations are corrupt, so we can trust him.
Dude,
we can believe that is innocent.
Then why don't you just say he's on steroids before he tests? Let's just take it a step. Let's just take it a step forward and just say all these guys are doping. Because if they let me use your logic. I'm gonna use your logic for you for a second. Okay, let's remove all due process, all of it, and say, why don't we just say that Devin is doping? Well, why would you say, Martin, that Devin is doping? Well, because he looks muscular. He gained 25 pounds after the weigh-in. And so therefore, I think he's popping. I think he's cheating. I think he's on steroids. And he's hired by Victor Conti. And he works with Victor Conti. He knows Victor Conti. And Victor Conti has a possibility of cheating. So therefore, I think he did it. Well, Martin, did he test positive? No. Well, don't you think that you should wait for him to test positive? Well, then my answer would be no. Why? Because you know he knows how to get over on tests. So he's not going to test positive. And so if he did take it, he's going to get Victor Conti to get the test to make sure he does it without popping dirty. So we don't even need a test. And so obviously he's also going to say that he didn't do it. So why have a test at all? Why don't we just say that as soon as you're a professional athlete, you are cheating? Why don't we do that?
Well, the problem with that argument is that Devin doesn't have no power. People will be saying he's on the SNAP program, but he doesn't have no power. He's just a boxer.
Sir, you don't stare. There are steroids that are come around for things that are not for power, like endurance, like weight cutting. Endurance, weight cutting. Okay? The fact that he may not be able to make the weight unless he has something in his system to help him cut weight. That's a performance-enhancing drug. Not all performance-enhancing drugs relate to your punching power.
I mean, Devin is black. He doesn't need steroid.
Why do you say he doesn't need it? He does need it. It helps people. Well, maybe Ryan doesn't need it either.
I mean,
dude, there's the thing, bro. Why don't we just do something? Why don't we just do something?
We all know.
Why don't we just wait? Why don't we just wait and find out?
All right, we can do that. Yeah, that's fair.
Thank you.
But
Let's just wait
he
and find
tested
out.
positive twice.
He tested positive twice. And those samples are both on the day before, the day of, and the day after. And those tests are going to go to the New York State Athletic Commission and the WBC. But there are reasons why that could have been the case that are not related to him intentionally cheating. Because there are things like mislabeled urine samples, contamination of supplements. It happens. So why can't we just wait for the WBC for Ryan to? He's going to have a team of lawyers. He's going to have a team of chemical and PED experts testify as to what happened, and we're going to get that information. So I don't know whether he did. I don't know whether he didn't. What I'm telling you is I know he tested positive, but that's not the end of it. It's not the end of it. Somebody, if you have sex with a woman and she cries rape, just because she can prove that you had sex doesn't mean you raped her. I can prove we had sex. Okay, yeah, definitely we had sex. Definitely, it's on videotape. So we can't say it didn't happen. The question is, did you take it from her without her consent? So you have to go through that. Why can't Ryan go through that?
I just want to say we can't trust the WBC because they let Canelo get away with taking clenbuterol.
No, they did not let him get away with it. They suspended him.
And then they reduce the level that someone
they
can
reduced
take.
Reducing the levels means that they changed the rule.
For him,
but they did not let
corruption.
him go. They did not let him off. They suspended him.
That's corruption.
And it's corruption?
Yeah.
What the fuck does that have to do with Ryan Garcia and whether or not Ryan Garcia took something?
I mean,
bro, you don't trust this. I got you. You don't trust the system. I understand you don't like the system. You don't trust the system. I get it. But still, the system is the system. I don't trust the system any less than I trust people who just see. But you want to give full faith and credit to VADA? You want to give full faith and credit to VADA? So if VADA says it is law, as if VADA is not capable of doing something wrong?
So if we can trust the test that Ryan took,
I'm not trusting.
Negative,
brother, I'm not trusting anything. I am waiting for it to play out. I'm not trusting anything because I didn't get to test it. I'm not a biochemist. I know I have not heard what Ryan Garcia has. I don't know what information Ryan Garcia's team is going to present. I don't know. All I know is the following. I listen to people that are experts on the subject. Experts, people with PhDs in biochemistry. And they specifically, 4 years ago, which is, hey, man, let me tell you something, frequent flyer. Shut up, bro. And I'm going to ban you again. Stop talking. You are the biggest Devin Haney fanboy, bro. There's nothing that you say that has credibility. Okay? Let me just be very blunt. You have no credibility when it comes to Devin Haney. You have no objectivity when it comes to Devin Haney. None. So stop quacking. Okay? You have no credibility when it comes to Devin Haney. None. Devin Haney could say that he was Jesus Christ himself and raised the dead, and you would say, yes, you can't prove that he didn't. So ain't nobody trying to hear that, okay? What I heard was a biochemist, a team of biochemists, back in 2020, which is 4 years before this fight took place, wrote an article and said that it is a major concern for athletes and managing organizations that contamination of urine samples for Ostarine. And they verified that it happens. And they said, this scenario is what we're looking for to know that it happened. If you have about 1.1 unit of measurement of ostarine in your system, and you have metabolites M1A, M1B, M3, and M4, and you have the open container that you took the supplement from, and you have a closed one from the same lot that we can test. If you have 10 milligrams or below, and you are taking 10 milligrams of it every other day, like it said on the label, and then you have this in your system, that makes contamination plausible. That is what a group of biochemists said about ostarine. They didn't say that because they hate on Devin Haney. I guarantee you those guys don't know who the fuck Devin Haney is. They didn't say it 4 years ago to hate on Ryan Garcia today. Okay?
It's just weird that the second biggest fight in his career, he tested positive, and he wasn't under any rehydration. He wasn't on any strict.
Dude, the rehydration, and the missing weight and all of that, to me, would point to the fact that he's clean. Because if you're doping, you should be able to get down to that weight, because there are performance enhancing drugs that allow you to do that. And then you should be able to rehydrate very, very well that day, because there are protocols that will allow you to do that.
Well, because Devin and his team, they was underestimating him.
Dude, stop reading people's minds.
Just like
don't read people's minds on here, okay?
I mean, Devin admitted to it.
Dude, he underestimated him.
Yeah.
Then okay, so if he underestimated them, why are you blaming steroids?
They weren't testing him as much as Tank was doing it.
No, they didn't test him as much as Tank did it. No.
And that's how he was able to get away to do it.
You keep saying get away. Can we wait until we find out whether or not he got away with it? Because he didn't get away with it.
Yeah.
First of all,
sir,
he didn't. If he cheated, he didn't get away with it.
I meant to say that's how he did it intentionally.
Sir, get away. You don't know whether he did it. Can we talk? You're guessing, okay? That's what I'm saying. Can we just not guess? Can we just wait until we find out what the numbers are? Listen to me, please. Can we wait till we find out what the numbers are of what the numbers are, how much of it was in his system, whether or not they're going to buy an argument, or whether or not he's even going to put forward an argument that it was a contaminated supplement? Because that process is not done. It's with the WBC. It's with the New York State Athletic Commission. It's just there. It's no different than somebody that you hear on a newspaper. You hear in a newspaper, somebody tells you that somebody has been arrested. Somebody has been arrested for domestic violence. And then you find out that the guy that was arrested for violence, he goes to court, and then they show that it wasn't him. She accused him. Matter of fact, here's a great example of it. When Gervonta Davis had an issue with the mother of his child, he was arrested for domestic suspicion of domestic violence. The woman, they played the 911 tape on Gervonta Davis, where the woman, and I listened to what she said, and his girlfriend, or not his girlfriend, the mother of his child, didn't even accuse him of hitting her. Even in the call, he didn't accuse her. She didn't accuse him. And I was like, what are you guys talking about? She didn't accuse him of hitting her. She said she was scared that he would, which is not the same thing as saying he did. But all these YouTube channels were talking about Gervonta beating her. Then what happens? The case gets dropped because she said Look, I was overexcited. I shouldn't have called. He didn't threaten me. He didn't hurt me. And in fact, the only person that had any scars on him was him. He was the only one that had any scars on him at all. But everybody was convicting Gervonta Davis of beating his girlfriend, even though she never accused him of it. And then when they did the investigation, they dropped the case. So now you have another situation where you want me to judge Ryan Garcia before he even gets the case heard. So I'm saying, will we stop this shit, please? You don't want that for yourself, do you, Gene?
Nah.
Do you?
Nah, but one final thing.
That's my question to you. Do you want that for yourself?
Nah.
Then don't do it to somebody else. You don't want it for yourself, because if these people do not have the proof on you, and you don't want people putting your name out all over the internet, accusing you and telling you that they know you did it, then don't do it to somebody else. You don't know whether or not Ryan cheated intentionally or not. You don't know. The only thing that you know is that it was in his system. That's all you know. You don't know if the B sample is positive. You don't know. You don't know if it's consistent and makes contamination plausible. You don't know. So why are you talking to me like you know?
Come on, just man. That his biggest fight where he had to prove that he's not done. He tested positive.
It's not his biggest fight.
Is the second biggest fight of his career.
It's not the biggest fight of his career, and I don't care if the shit happened in the smallest one. You don't know. My question is you don't know. Stop judging the man. You don't know. You don't know. You're guessing. You know you're guessing. And that's a shame. You know you don't know. And you're still guessing. You know you don't know. You know you wouldn't want somebody to do it to you, but you're doing it to him. That makes you a hypocrite.
Yesterday, you said we were guessing about him, about the B sample testing positive again.
It hasn't tested positive. It hasn't even been tested.
Wait, the result came out?
No.
For the B sample.
The B sample has not been tested.
But I saw on Twitter he tested positive for another thing again.
No, you didn't. Now you don't know your facts. Now you don't know your facts. There was 2 samples that were tested. One was taken the day of the fight. The other one was taken the day after the fight. They're A samples of those tests. Both of them tested for ostarine. They are still testing for another one, but they did not test positive for 2 substances. It didn't. It only tested positive for one, ostarine. And the A samples tested positive. They have not tested the B sample for either one. So you say, what about the B sample? And we're still there. The B sample didn't test positive. But guess what? Even if the B sample tests positive, it's still possible that it was contaminated due to a supplement. We don't know. So stop acting like you know, because you don't know. You just have questions. You suspect. That's all you do. You suspect. And that's fair. You suspect. But don't sit up here and tell me that man does not have the right to go through that process.
Okay, one final thing. If a guy on the street was doing crack and he assaulted a kid or a woman, and would you let that guy deny that he was doing crack and say, oh, the Illuminati made me do it?
Yes, I would let him accuse that. Yes, I would. And you know what I would do? If he's smoking crack and sleeps on a woman and I'm a policeman, I am going to go and he gets arrested. He says, I didn't do it. I didn't smoke crack, and the Illuminati set me up. What I'm going to do is say, where's your lawyer? Write that down on a piece of paper and let me hear your case.
All right, thank you.
And the blood sample, and if the blood sample comes out that there's no cocaine in his system, and then there's somebody with a goat's head, if there's somebody with a goat's head on camera and red robes standing there with a gun to his head making him do it, then I'm going to let him off. It doesn't change. If you claim something, if I accuse you of doing something, you have the right to defend yourself. Are you okay with that?
Fair enough.
Thank you.
I'm just going to wait and see. I know I'm white.
You know you're right?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
So far, my
You
prediction.
think you're right. You don't even know the facts, man. You don't even know that you didn't even know that the B sample was not tested yet. You don't even know that the B sample wasn't tested yet. So how can you know you're right when you don't even know the facts? Huh? You don't know because you don't even know the facts. Okay? Thank you very much, man. Appreciate you.
Have a good one.
Yes, sir. And next. The guy that was right behind, you can jump up here next. Frequent Fly, I don't want to talk to you, bro, because you don't know. There's no argument you can make. The link is right there, bro, but for real, stop. Just stop. Hardcore boxing fan. I wish that was back there. Where is it at? Hardcore boxing fan said, thanks for keeping it real and unbiased. Who you got winning? Canelo. Hey, it's my niece. Who you got winning? Canelo or Munguia? I got Canelo. Figueroa or Magdaleno. Figueroa. I'm team Figueroa every time, all time. Neary Maloney. Neary isn't fighting Maloney. Neary is fighting Inoue. What? I'm taking Neary. I'm taking Inoue over Neary. And I don't know who you're talking about. Maloney. I don't know about that fight. I can't tell you that one. Matt in the building. Thank you, brother. Said Martin cooking them like Kendrick Lamar. Man, these dudes. This fucking amateur hour at the Apollo, bro. This amateur hour in the Apollo. Dude, I defended Devin against steroid accusations himself. Were you disappointed when I was defending Devin? A lot of people don't trust Victor Conte. Does that mean all of his fighters are snack or cheats? How did that work out for Andre when he fought Benavidez? Exactly. Pete Sinatra said, how is Devin sponsored by a well-known cheater who established VADA testing, but somehow Ryan turns up dirty 10 days later after the fight was dominated? Again, I'm not putting that on Victor Conte. I'm not putting that on Devin. We can speculate till the cows come home. I can speculate till the cows come home. I'm not in the business of that, of speculating to the detriment of people's reputations. Okay? I'm not into it. I'm not going to do it. I don't engage in it. Let me defend Devin. Devin did not test positive. And where'd you go, frequent flyer? You're getting on. And Devin did not test positive. And when he did test, if he had tested positive, dog, what do you keep jumping on and off for, man? The fuck is wrong with y'all? If you're going to click on, just come on. Young Black, whatever your name is, you probably one of them clowns and ain't even a real person. Okay? You're not going to win this argument. You guys are up against a fucking brick wall. Okay? Yes, how can I beat you? Because it's going to be easy. See, I beat you because you're just too much of a coward. Because you're a coward. You guys want to debate from? Come on, man. Debate me. I mean, for real. Come on. Let me smoke. Let me do y'all real fucking dirty. Cognac Conjour. How can I help you, sir?
What's up, Fernando? How you doing, man?
Man, I'm whooping people's asses today off the easiest debate I've ever had. How are you?
I'm fine, brother. I just wanted to say, man, I see all these Devin Haney people still on here crying, but they have no reason to cry. Ryan beat that boy's butt. Live with it, eat it, take it in. The crow is still being passed around. Stop the crying.
Thank you, man. I'd appreciate it. And stop trying to dig your way out of a hole, dog. That shit is all you can't dig yourself. Look, don't try to dig your way out of a hole because you can't dig your way out of a hole. You got to get up out of it. The hole's already dug. So just wait for the WBC to give him his victory back and stop talking.
Correct. And they better be glad that Ryan didn't make weight, because if he did make weight, guess who would be carrying that title around with him right now? I think his last name ends with Garcia.
Oh, it definitely does. And he would be putting out any more. He would say, and he would be putting out more rap music.
Right.
Thank you. More terrible. Hey, but thank you, Cognac.
Thank you for now. You have a great day,
How do you
brother.
want me to say that, brother? Because I've seen you before. How do you want me to
All
say
right.
that?
Oh, yeah.
How do you want me to say it?
You can call me Cognac or Yak, either way you want to.
All right, Cognac. I got you, Cognac. All right, man, because I'll remember that, Cognac. All right, thank you, brother.
All right, brother. God bless.
God bless. Frequent Flyer, how can I help you?
What's up, Fanon? Yo, how you're saying that he only tested positive for one PED when we know it was two?
No, we don't.
How do we even know about the nandrolone then? If he didn't come up hot for nandrolone too, how we don't know? How do we even know about it?
Excuse me, dude. Not that makes any difference whatsoever, because it doesn't. Let's go to what, and maybe let's see if I'm incorrect. Let's go to Dan Rayfield.
It'd be better if you just pulled up the letter.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do.
But it tell you right on the letter, though.
Stop talking. I'm going to put you in the back. Stop trying to warm up the argument, bro. I'm gonna read what Dan Rayfield said so I know what it is for sure. Ain't no need for me to speculate and guess.
And it does make a difference, Fanon, a big difference.
No difference, and I'm not done. Because I'm not going to talk about whether it made a difference until I find out what he said. This letter is to advise you of the following analytical results on specimens collected from Ryan Garcia. A sample, urine specimens number 8013554, collected on April 19th, 2024. And 2, the A sample, urine specimen 7228667, collected on 8/20/2024. The results of the analysis are the following. In the first one, adverse analytical finding, ostarine detected. Sample also screened positive, but was not confirmed for 19 noradrenaskatine. So again, the sample was also screened positive, but not confirmed.
So they tested positive. So they just saying they got to confirm it.
It means it's not confirmed. Pending IRMS analysis. So it has not been confirmed. Stop.
Why is it not confirmed, though? We know why it's not
fucking confirmed. Because it says not fucking confirmed. Don't
because
sit up
it
here.
Didn't come up in the second one. That's why.
Not confirmed. Not
Because
confirmed.
because by the next day it was out of his system. That's why.
It says not confirmed.
Because the next day they tested him, it wasn't in that test. That's why.
So it's not confirmed.
So when now that when they test the B sample, that's when they'll find out, because they're going to test the B sample for both days.
Not confirmed. Not confirmed. Not confirmed. Not confirmed. The word not confirms means they can't validate that it's true. Not confirmed. They don't know. They're still running tests. That's what not confirmed means. Now let's move on. I am not going to talk to you another second when it says not confirmed. Got it? Not confirmed.
Okay,
we're not
and so
we're not
after
going to talk. Let me be clear.
You didn't even hear me say anything. You didn't even hear what I was
telling you. I am not going to talk about the second one because it is not confirmed by an IRMS test. The rest of the test had been confirmed. So as of right now, it's ostarine. And that's the only thing that was confirmed in the A sample. Period. That's it. That's what it says. I know you don't like facts, but that's what it says. Now, what is next?
After that, didn't they confirm it as nandrolone?
No.
After that, the second one was confirmed as nandrolone.
No. No. The second test for the next day only states ostarine. Doesn't say anything about that, and it doesn't even say nandrolone. It's a long-ass name. No.
Okay,
now
if you're going to deny, we could.
It's not deny. I'm going to show you it right here. I'm not denying it. I'm not making it up. It's not there.
No, right in.
It is not there. It is not there. For everybody here, adverse finding. Ostarine, the second specimen, which is specimen 2778667, adverse analytical finding, ostarine detected. Now, this says ostarine detected here. This said it tested positive, but it does not say detected. I wonder why they use the word detected. I wonder why they use the word detected for ostarine, but only positive for the long-ass word that you keep calling nandrolone. The fact of the matter is, said that was, sir, the facts are, and this is the actual letter, and let's not waste any more of my time on what's right in your face.
The letter proves what I said, Fanon. I said he tested positive for both, and it says positive on there. Now you're trying to make positive out to mean something different. It says positive right in front of our face.
It doesn't say that it didn't say on there that he tested
positive. But it say positive. Forget all of that other stuff. It says positive right there.
Hey, look, man, shut up, bro. Shut the fuck up talking. I mean, I'm sorry to be disrespectful, but it doesn't say positive for an ostarine. It doesn't say positive. It doesn't say positive for ostarine.
This dude has been doing nothing but lie and cheat this whole fight, and you still find the reason to try to defend this man. He lied about everything. He cheated about everything.
I am not defending anything, and I'd appreciate if you stop crying.
You are. You're saying that he didn't test.
This right here does not say that he was positive for ostarine. It said it was detected. I don't think that I'm sorry if facts don't work for you. This right here says, and everybody can see it, adverse analytical finding, ostarine detected. That does not say positive, does it? Does that word say positive right there? Does that say positive?
What does detected mean, bro?
I don't know. I'm not. Guess what?
You don't know what detected mean now?
Not in a
detected mean they found it.
No, it does. Are you a fucking? Or do you work for
detected mean they found it? So now you gonna tell me detected don't mean they found it? This is crazy.
I'm telling you that you do not know the specific term used by biochemists when they said detected versus positive.
Oh, they detected it outside of his sample. That's what you're saying?
Once again.
What the heck?
Adverse, we're going to read what it says, and we're going to act like we're not biochemists. Ostarine detected. Sample screened positive. I don't even know what that means, screened positive. As if maybe that was the initial pass because it was screened. And once they found it, then they needed to do a different test, which is an IRMS test. But they're still doing
if you don't know, we can't speculate on it.
Listen to me. I'm not speculating on shit. It's right there.
You said I don't know, but I'm assuming that.
Man, let me tell you, man, you really make Devin look bad. You're desperate nitpicking with shit is right here. It says ostarine detected. They do not know whether or not there was nandrolone in the system in an amount that would violate the policy. They are currently screening it. Now, let's move to the next subject because that's what it says, frequent flyer.
It didn't. You keep reading everything it says about ostarine, but you're not reading what it says about the long word, the other one.
Yes, I did read that.
You didn't. You just read about ostarine. Bring it back up on the screen. Let's keep it on.
I'm going to end it with this. The sample also screened. Do you know what a screening is?
Yes, positive. Read the right. Don't stop there. Let's keep going.
What is
positive? Screened positive.
What is a screening? What is a screening? What's a screening? Do you know what a screening is?
You tell me what a screening is.
A screening is something where it's probably a preliminary test.
You can't tell me probably, bro.
When you screen for something, then you have a different test because there's a different test that they're doing pending IRMS analysis. So the sentence is a sample screened positive, but was not confirmed for 19. Actually, wow, but not confirmed for 19. That word pending IRMS analysis. So what it says is the sample was screened. It's screened positive, but it was not confirmed.
They ran it by the first time and it showed up and they said, wait a minute, we got to test the B sample.
They screened it and then they screened it and then they said, but it's not confirmed. That's what they say, man. Can you move on? It was screened, but it was not confirmed. It was screened, but it was not confirmed. And they're pending another test. That's what it says, frequent flyer. So you don't know whether or not he violated it based on that because it was screened, not confirmed, and they're pending another test, an IRMS analysis. The other one, there's an adverse finding for ostarine detected. Adverse analytical finding for the second one says ostarine detected. And in the second one, it did not screen positive for 19 nandrolone. So they're not running another IRMS test for it. Okay, so that's what it's.
So they're saying the first day that they did the testing, it turned up positive, right? And then the second day, it wasn't in. They didn't find it in the second day, so it was gone, right? That's basically what they're saying.
They didn't say it's gone. They said it's not in there.
Yeah. Why are you playing these mind games, bro? You just said the same thing I said in a different way, bro. You just said it a different way.
Dude, no, I didn't. No, I did not.
I said it wasn't in there. You said it was gone. You're saying the same thing I'm saying.
No. You said it was
It
gone.
wasn't in there means it's gone.
You said it was gone. In
Okay,
order for something to be
I said it was gone, and you said it's not in there.
Gone, you fucking dude. In order for something to be gone, it had to have been there. Gone and not there are not the same thing.
We know it was there from the first day. We know. We already know it was there in the first one.
Was it? No, you don't, because it wasn't confirmed. It wasn't confirmed. Can we move on, dude? It wasn't confirmed.
This is
so now
this is diabolical, man. What?
No, it's not diabolical, dude. It's what it says.
They said it was in the first sample for the first day, and then the second day it wasn't in there. That's
no, it doesn't, dude. Stop it, man. Like, let me see how I can deal with this. Frequent flyer. It says what it said. Now they have to test it to see whether or not Ryan Garcia had a reason, a plausible reason for it to be in his system. Whether it is 1 or 2, doesn't matter. The B samples have not been tested. The B samples have not been tested.
Ryan said he had them test the B sample. He said that.
He said that they have not been tested.
Oh, you mean the results didn't come out from the B testing yet?
Not tested the B sample. Him saying that they asked him to test the B sample is not the same thing as them testing the B sample.
No, he said he told them to test the B sample.
He told them to test the B sample. That does not mean that they have done it. I've asked my son to go to the store today and go get me some washer blades. Does not mean that he's done it yet.
Okay, yeah, but that's irrelevant though, because we wasn't talking about that. We was just talking about him testing positive for 2 and not just 1.
It is not irrelevant to whether or not he is going to be suspended, because if the P samples come up negative for ostarine and nandrolone, then he's not going to be found to have cheated. So it is not.
I wasn't saying that the suspension was irrelevant.
It is not irrelevant that they have not tested the B sample. It's very relevant that they haven't tested it.
No, I was saying as to that first thing that I was saying that there was 2 PEDs.
Did they test?
So we already know.
Did they test the B samples? Do you know
they're gonna test them now?
So
now, do you know what the B sample consists of? The B sample is the same as the A.
Have they tested the B sample yet?
We know they didn't test the B sample yet.
Therefore,
we didn't hear anything about the results yet. They might have.
So you know right now that the B samples tested positive. Do you know that?
I'm not going to say I do, Fanon, but I am going to say this though.
Sir, you don't know. I didn't ask you to say that you do know. I asked for you to be honest and tell me if you know. Do you know that the B samples tested positive? Do you know
I don't know that. I don't know that 100%.
Since you don't know that 0%. You don't know it at all. You either know it or you don't know it.
But I understand when you give a sample, you know, they take that cup and they pour half of it in the A and then half of it in the B sample. So it's the same piss. It's the same sample. It's just they just pour it half in one and half in the B sample. They put both of them away, lock and key, and they test the A sample. If the A sample turn up hot, then the B sample more than likely is going to turn up hot unless something crazy happened, like somebody, it's going to be the same thing.
So what word did you use?
Sample.
Most
what?
likely, no, because B samples have come up negative in the past.
Very rarely though.
Doesn't matter. You don't know whether or not the B sample is positive. You don't know. So stop.
What I'm saying though.
So
what I'm saying though is the B. What I'm saying though is,
I'm going to tell you, frequent flyer, I'm not going to do this with you all day. You do not know that you don't know if the B sample has been tested at all, and you do not know that the B sample tested positive. Neither one. So let's move to the next step in the process. You don't know how much ostarine is in the A sample. Do you know how much?
They don't tell nobody how much. So how?
So yes, they do tell people.
So you know how much was in there.
They're going to tell the attorneys for Ryan Garcia.
Come on, but we talking about us, man. We ain't talking about them.
Talking about us.
You ask me, do I know? As if you know.
So therefore, you don't know what the amount of ostarine is in his system. You don't know that.
So that is irrelevant. You can't have any in your.
Let's go through a line of all the things you don't know. You don't know whether or not it tested positive for nandrolone or not. Whether they detected it or not in an illegal amount. You don't know that. You also don't know if they tested the B sample. You don't know that. You also don't know that if they tested the B sample, whether it tested positive or not. You also don't know that. And you don't know if the A sample and B sample tested positive, how much of the substance is in either the A sample or the B sample. You don't know any of that, frequent flyer.
Let's talk about what we do know. We do know that this man has a track record of lying and cheating, bro. His last fight, at the last minute, he had it switched to 143. At the last minute. This fight right here, he didn't tell Devin until it was too late, until he was fighting at 143. When he waited till Devin Haney was all the way at 140 already. This fight, we know he lied about. That's cheating right there. We know he lied about a bunch of stuff, bro. He's a liar. He lies.
Let me help you here.
He lied about the Illuminati. He said the Illuminati tied him up and took him to the woods and made him watch them do things to little kids. Said it was all just a joke.
Let me tell you something. None of that has.
He said he got pictures of aliens.
None of that has anything to do with whether or not there's ostarine in the system. None of that. None of it has anything to do with whether or not he has ostarine in the system at levels that are consistent with him using performance-enhancing drugs. It doesn't matter whether or not he cheated on his taxes, cheated on his wife, lied about whether or not he came in overweight 5 fights ago. None of that is relevant to whether or not this man used performance-enhancing drugs or not. The only things that are relevant is whether or not he has it in the system, whether or not he has it at the WBC and the New York State Athletic Commission find that he had it at levels that were not consistent with contamination, and the B sample also tests positive. You are talking about a lot of stuff that has nothing to do with whether or not he tested positive.
Fanon, stop. You're a lawyer, right, Fanon? You know all of this have something to do with it. It's judging his character. I want to see the alien. Where the alien at? He said he got a picture of a live alien in his phone. Why he ain't show nobody? I want to see. Where the alien at?
Are you high?
It's his character, bro. His character. He just lies. No, but he lies.
Are you high right now? You lie. You lie.
Yo, he has a track record of lying and cheating.
You lie.
I'm presenting my case of why I'm pointing the finger at him and saying he's cheating. He's a cheater.
I don't care.
I know you don't care.
A frequent flyer. You desperate man. The only thing we're talking about is whether or not this man is going to get suspended for the use of ostarine in his blood sample. That's all we're talking about. And you are just trying to throw a bunch of mud all over the place and you look desperate. You do not know that you do not know whether or not the B sample has been tested. You do not know whether or not the B sample tested positive. You do not tested or detected. You also do not know whether or not it was detected at levels that are not consistent with contamination. You do not know any of that. So now you just want to rage in my ear and call the man a liar and talk bad about him and make jokes about him and talk about how he thought he saw aliens and how his mother doesn't love him and how he cheated on his wife and all of that garbage that has nothing to do with what we're talking about, frequent flyer. You are looking very desperate right now. Okay? You lie. I catch you lying. That doesn't mean you're guilty of murder because I caught you lying. Okay? Now, I'm not going to do too much more of this with you, frequent flyer.
We not only have we caught him lying, we caught him cheating.
We didn't catch him lying, and I'm not talking about lying or cheating. You're not going to change this subject to something else. You're going to get back to these tests. We're going to get back to these tests. You all like to do distractions. You like to take the conversation after we've established that you don't know that he cheated. You want me to assume that he cheated because you can say that he lied about other things. I'm sorry. I'm not going with it. There's no reason for me to do that. They are going to take this through the process, and then we will know what happened. Now, frequent flyer, bring it back and stop trying to do that. I'm going to put you in the back if you start doing that again. Get back to these tests that you know nothing about.
All right, for now, if the B sample comes up clean, then somebody at VADA is going to have some explaining to do, because that means that somebody tampered with the A sample.
No, it doesn't.
The B sample does, because it's the same. It comes from the same sample. It does.
Once again.
What do you mean you don't care? That's logical. That's logics.
Once again, you're out here trying to change the subject to what could be later down the road. If it comes back clean, it has not been tested that I know of. So if it comes back clean, then we can have this conversation. Until
that's why I said if it comes back.
I am not talking about what could be in the future. Okay? I'm not doing it. You're not going to get me over there. It's not going to happen. We are not talking about and going to argue about things we do not know, because you don't know if it's dirty. You don't know if it's clean. You don't know whether it's been tested or not. All you're doing is trying to muddy the waters with a bunch of conversation about stuff we don't know that hasn't even happened yet.
Fanon, if I'm drinking Fanon, and I pee in a cup, and then you take that pee and pour it into two different cups, we have to assume that both of those cups have the same thing in it because it's from the same sample. So the testing the B sample is only clearing VADA.
When
saying that, or not VADA, well, the laboratory who tested it, the laboratory who tested.
Now you're trying to make an argument that that Ryan is. First of all, I'm not going to do this.
Not going to do what?
You do not know whether or not the B sample is clean or not. So I am not going to speculate with you about what a clean one means and what a dirty one means, because that is a different topic and information we do not have this moment. That is a cheap debating tactic that I am not going to participate in with you, because that has not happened yet. As of right now, we know that the A samples, that ostarine was detected in the A sample for the sample taken on the 19th of April and the 20th of April. That's all we know. Next thing we know is that Ryan is going to have his B sample tested. We don't know whether it has been tested. We do not know if it has not been tested. Okay, so once it comes back, Then we can move our conversation into what that means. Other than that, I'm not interested in the conversation because we don't know what happened. And all you're trying to do is move the discussion away from the fact that you do not know the following. You do not know whether the B sample was tested. You do not know whether it is clean or negative, whether it's clean or it's still detectable. You do not know the amounts of which it's in there. You don't know any of those things. So until you know those things, you do not know if he could have gotten it by a supplement, which would be contamination. You don't know that. So since we don't know that, I'm not going to waste my time speculating with you about it.
So through supplements, contamination, it'll be less likely if it was two PEDs, right? If it was two separate ones.
I, once again, am not a biochemist. However, as of right now, the only one that has been detected, not in a screening, but through an IRMS analysis, is ostarine. Also, if it is two, I am not a biochemist, so I couldn't answer that question, and nor could you. You are once again asking me to speculate on something that I do not know.
All right, let's talk about ostarine though. Do we know what the ostarine do? Like, what is it used for?
Yes.
So it's used to keep your muscle, to allow you to keep your muscle.
Ostarine. Now, the performance enhancing benefits that come from ostarine are irrelevant because we know that it is a banned substance. So I don't care what it does. I know it's banned. The question is whether or not it is possible to get it through contamination. So we will see in this article that are written by multiple biochemists with PhDs in chemistry had to say about how do you know how do you screen and analyze? See, this is drug testing and analysis, which tells you, frequent flyer, that drug testing and analysis are two different things, which is why you may have a screening, which is the drug testing, but then you have to have the analysis of it. They say, and this is an article that is written, as you can see, back in September 22nd of 2020. And we will go to the scenario in which they believe it's consistent with contamination.
Yeah, I think that's when was that article posted?
Not posted.
How old is that?
It is a scholarly article written for biochemists, and it is written by people for this is in the Analytical Science Journal.
How long ago?
4 years ago.
Okay, so now what we know now,
dude, shut up. You don't know shit. Shut up. We talk about it talks about microdosing in here too. It talks about microdosing. It specifically talks about flat out taking it, microdosing, and supplements. And I will read all three of them for you. These are people with degrees in biochemistry who specialize in dope testing for for ostarine in sports.
Yeah.
They're experts. So stop talking like you know what they know. They don't. You don't. But they covered all 4, and I'll go through it with you. Yes, I know. Because I do my research. I don't fanboy.
Let's go. I did my research too.
You didn't? Oh, really? Do you know this?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Let's go through it. Where did it go? You did this type of research?
Go ahead. Let's go read it.
Look, dude, this is there. No, I'm not gonna go through all of that, okay? Because I'm throwing you off in a second, bro. Believe me.
You're gonna throw me off
your ass out in a second. No, dude, seriously, this shit is stupid, and you keep trying these dumbass games.
It's not
Scenario
stupid,
one,
man.
It is stupid games, bro. You keep trying. These fucking people may not think it's stupid because they're stupid. Scenario 1. An athlete's doping control urine sample is found to contain approximately 1 mg/ml of ostarine, and also M1A, M1B, M13, and M4 are observed. The analysis of athletes' dietary supplements, 2 containers of the same product, 1 open in use, 1 still unopened and sealed, 10 grams of which had been ingested every second day, confirmed the presence of 1 picogram of ostarine per gram of the supplement, not indicated on the product label. The athlete consequently declared the inadvertent ingestion of approximately 10 picograms of ostarine every second day. The analytical result is the approximate ostarine concentrations in the urine and dietary supplements, the presence of metabolites, and especially M1, a plausibly match the provided information on the supplement. So in this case, they're saying that it is plausible that it was contamination. If you have approximately 1, if the athlete did the following, had approximately 1 ng or ml of ostarine, and also M1, M1B, M3, and M4 metabolites are there. Okay, that's why I asked you, frequent flyer, do you know how much ostarine was in his blood? Because if you do not, or in his urine, if you do not know whether it was 1 ng /1 ml of ostarine, then you don't know whether it fits this scenario. You also do not know whether or not there was M1A present in Ryan's sample, M1B metabolite metabolite 1A, or metabolite 1B, or metabolite 3, or metabolite 4. We don't know if any of that is in Ryan's system. We don't know this. So therefore, we do not know whether or not this is analytical results are consistent with M1A plausible match the provided information of the supplement. So since we don't know this, we don't know. Scenario 2. Scenario. Because you're trying to confuse, you're not trying to teach. You're not trying to learn.
No, I'm respectfully waiting for you to finish.
Do you know how much ostarine in his system, and whether or not there is metabolite M1A, if there's M1A, M1B, M13, or M4 in his system? Do you know that?
Nah, if you're microdosing and
no, excuse me, sir. Microdosing is scenario 3.
Well, we need to skip to that scenario right there. Then we going over stuff that don't even make
microdosing is here. I'll get to microdosing.
We need to skip right down to that. Get to the nitty gritty.
No, we do not.
That's where it's at.
No, we do not need to, because you don't know.
That's what we're talking about. We're talking about microdosing. So why you were reading all that stuff that had nothing to do with it?
Do you know how much?
We wasting time.
Do you know how much ostarine is in his system, and do you know what metabolites are in his system?
I know that. I know how much is in his system is irrelevant if he's microdosing.
No, yes, it does. It is very irrelevant, because here's microdosing. Scenario 3: an athlete doping control urine is found is found to contain approximately 0.1 mLs of ostarine, but there's no additional metabolites are observed, and no potential source of contamination. Dietary supplements exist. The present studies results do not contribute to clarifying the nature of the athlete's ostarine exposure. If it is more likely or intentional for accidental ostarine administration. So in the case of microdosing, where it is so small and there is no metabolites observed, and there is no potential source of contamination, we can't tell whether it's contaminated or not. So therefore, they cannot claim contamination. Because if you microdose and it is so small that it doesn't produce metabolites, we're going to say, no, that's not contamination. That's microdosing. You're stuck. So let me ask you, do you know whether or not there were any metabolites in his system?
So now, why are we asking the question?
No, you do not.
Why are you asking me a question that you know the answer to? None of us know that, because they didn't drop that information yet.
For the same reason you're claiming things that you do not know as true.
For now, who is more credible at knowing how to cheat? The people who's making the rules and breaking that down to you, or the people who's trying to cheat and break the rules and know exactly what they have listed there from 4 years ago?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that question?
I say, who is more credible for having knowledge of cheating? The people who's making up the rules and trying to catch the person cheating, or the people who's cheating and already know the rules and already know the knowledge that you have of how to catch somebody?
No, the biochemist.
The person who's trying to cheat, they're constantly figuring out ways to get around it.
I'm going to answer your question about who's most knowledgeable. The biochemists who create the substance and test for the substance, because they're biochemists. That's who's most qualified.
No, the person who's trying to get around it and knows how they test, and they're trying to get around it.
No. It's the biochemists who specialize in the creation of the substances themselves. Because
let me explain it to you, Fanan.
They are the ones that create them, and also they are the ones that test for them. The question itself, though, is irrelevant, because you don't know any of the answers to any of the questions that I ask you. You just want me to guess. You ain't got no answers but a shitload of questions.
If you're not going to let me explain and you're just going to keep muting me, then it's all for nothing.
You're not explaining
I'm
anything.
trying to explain, but you keep putting me on mute.
Get the fuck out of my face. You'll talk all goddamn day. Goodbye. You don't know anything, but you got a lot of explanation. You got a whole lot of questions, no answers. The fact of the matter is, you do not know. You don't even know if the man had his sample tested. You don't even know if he had his B sample tested. But you want to sit up here and act like he's a cheater and you don't know. I'm not doing that. Banned again. And you're banned too. Because I'm the shit, is what I am. I'm the shit. Because you can't fuck with me on this. You cannot fuck with me on this. You can't do it. And you can't. Let me tell you, you Haney bots. Let me tell you, Haney bots, something. You don't know. And since you don't know and you're talking, you look like fucking buffoons. You don't know, but you keep talking. You don't know. And you will not just admit you do not know. Because you absolutely positively want to fry and Ryan. I'm not frying Ryan for this. Bars. And I'm not telling you that I think that Bill Haney tainted the substance either. Boy, y'all suck at this shit. Hold on 1 second, Phoenix the Assassin. Let me get my guy. Hey, my guy, Mr. Sinestro said, how is Devin sponsored by a well-known cheater who established VADA testing, but somehow Ryan pops up 10 days later after he'd been dominated? Bro, I mean, I'm not speculating like that. Devin Haney fans wouldn't want me to do that. Devin Haney fans wouldn't want me to do that. You wouldn't want me to sit up here and say, oh, well, Bill Haney's a liar. I've caught him in lies myself. And Devin lies. I've caught Devin in lies myself. So I'm sure VADA is the one that tainted the sample because Victor Conti has been caught passing drug cheats before. That means I know that he did it to Ryan. See, you don't got a problem with me not making that argument. You want to make that. You don't want people to make that argument. But you're okay with me defending Devin for that. But you don't know jack shit about Ryan. And you got a problem. You don't even know, you don't know jack shit about Ryan. And that testing. But you're mad at me. Fuck y'all. And I mean that to the bottom of my soul. Fuck y'all. I don't even want your respect. God dog. Y'all are getting to the point where not only do I not care if you respect me, I don't want your respect. Keep that shit. A part of me hopes Ryan is guilty because then these delusional Devin fans will come back acting like he's the best fighter ever until after, of course, he gets beat down by Matias, Gary Antoine, Isaac Cruz, Barrios, or Boots. Oh, Lord. No, they're just going to claim you can't say anything till a drug test come out. Kurt Herter said, I've been through the drug testing for work. Drug testing is a preliminary test. A drug can show up in a screen, but further testing can prove it's a false positive. Likely this means it will be a false positive, no cap. I mean, obviously, he said it showed up in a screening, but they have to analyze the screening. They screened for it, which means it's just some amateur did it. But he'll know he's positive for it. And don't you think that if there's two, that's less likely that it's a supplement? My answer is I do not know that. But I doubt, and I don't think it, but off the top of my head, no, I don't think it's impossible that they could have two illegal substances in a health supplement. They got more than one ingredients, don't they? Then why couldn't they have more than one fucked up ones? And if it was gone the next day and it didn't show up in the screening the next day, then maybe it was never there. And no, gone implies that it left. It was there and it left. If it was never there, it's not gone. It was never there. Oh, yeah, he left. He left the house. Is he there? No. Was he ever there? No, then he couldn't have left. Thank you, Kurt Hurd, and I'm gonna put them $20 hollers. Southpaw, dirty or not, I'm just glad Devin lost. That's savage. Them boys savage. What's up, Southpaw TV? Big Keith in the building said, sheesh. Did we go from A side and B side to A sample and B sample is crazy? Man, I really wish y'all, you think I give a rat's fucking ass that y'all don't respect me? I don't respect you. I think frequent flyer is Bill Haney. He has one seen his face before. And I don't know, man. Thank you, Soda Black. I know why y'all make these arguments with me. My shit's sound. No Devin Haney fan should say shit about Lyon. Oh, my God. Y'all never have anything to say about Bill Lyon or Devin Lyon, man. You know that. Much love in that super chat, my guy. And I'm going to get to these cash apps in a second. Thank you. Jay Henry said, we also know Devin is associated with Victor Conti, the biggest cheater in sports history. Yeah, but again, if I was to make that claim, I would be wrong. And what their argument is that I'm making a claim like that. Because they're making a claim like that. Matthew Thomas said he's not going to accept the words facts that are right there in front of him. It's not about who's right. It's about who's wrong. Sometimes you have to let the process work. And thank you, Matthew Thomas. And thank you huge for that support. Thank you. Jeff Shine, legendary Pokemon hunter, and with that $1.99, and again said this crap is making me hate boxing. Now, this shit is making me hate boxing content creators. It's a good thing that the system picked that up. What's going on? Phoenix the Assassin?
Oh, not much. Just listening to the convo, man.
He's doing wild as shit.
I got frequent. He's still having trouble understanding the words, man.
God, dog.
Like, true, like that's the thing when they're saying it's not confirmed. It's like, they got the screening to see what's there. If they see something that looks suspicious, then they have to do the analysis and verify it first before coming out and saying, "Oh, yeah, it's positive for this." So like that's the whole thing. They do that screening. They see what's in there. If anything looks suspicious, and they have to make sure that they go ahead and confirm that as much as possible. Get that certainty before coming out and saying, "Okay, this person actually did." Top dirty. Then after that, they got to go ahead and make a determination on if it was intentional. Like they got a process they got to go through. So that's the whole thing that people is missing. They just say, "Oh, it's in there. It's in there." It's like, yeah, it's in there, but they have to find out by what means. Like, was it something they took intentionally? Was it like some injection? Was it one of the supplements he took? And in relation to Ostarine, I sent you a link to an article from USADA when they was talking about it. That sometimes, it do show up in supplements, even though it's not supposed to be, even though it's illegal. What happened is they got some supplement manufacturers who put it in there and don't include it on the list of ingredients. They just throw it in there. So if it's something like that, that's a possible contamination thing.
I'll be
so
right
like
back, bro. I'm listening to you.
Oh, it's all good. So there's so many different variables to consider. And then like, what you had brought up to show from that article online where they were showing like different scenarios for what could or couldn't have happened, with the metabolites and all that, like that's stuff that these people is still going to have to consider with the testing. They're going to be looking at all of that, and they have to be as thorough as possible because they can't just come out and say, "Oh, well, this initial screening showed us, so that's it, case closed." Like they have to make sure it's as thorough as possible. And then after they make that determination for, whether or not it is confirmed that that's what's in the system, then they have to go ahead and determine how it got in the system, and they have to determine whether or not this is something that was done on purpose. And if it's not something that was done on purpose, then they can't say that he cheated, because to say that someone cheated means that they did so intentionally, you know. Act, and context matters on that. I remember like at the beginning, Frequent was trying to tell you that, hey, it's in there, it's in there. It's like, well, it's not just that it's in there. You got so many different things around that scenario that you can't just look at one point, because like I said, context matters. It's the difference between, you see somebody in the street that knock someone out, right? Okay, you knocked him out, but what was the thing? Did he just run up on him and knock him out? Or was it somebody who attacked him and knocked him out? Context there matters, because you're gonna have to determine when them people go to court if it was assault or if it was self-defense. So that's the thing here with this. You have to find out whether it was an accident or whether or not it was intentional, just like they did with Alicia Baumgartner. They have the same thing going on with Conor Benn. He got that suspension. Everybody in boxing or any sport who has this happen to them, and it shows up, they have to go through this same process. And of course, whether or not it was intentional or not, that also determines how long they get a suspension for. Like Alicia, for hers, I think it was 6 months that they determined, like, okay, this is how long you suspended for, because it was unintentional, and they let her keep that win on her record. And again, that was also the WBC involved with that, with the investigation, and they ended up having a fight in July. It was August when it came out that she had that dirty test, and the WBC didn't make the announcement on the conclusion of it until January. That was 5 months from the initial report that she had tested positive. So we could have another 5 months before they finally make a determination as to what's going on with Ryan Garcia. And at this point, that means we might not know until October. You know, it's possible that that's the case. So we don't know how long we have, but it could be at least until then, based on what we've seen in the past. So, you know, jumping the gun to go ahead and say that Ryan's a cheater before we got all the facts, that's just doing too much. And you know, I think it's a desperation from them Devin fans. But you know, I just wanted to go ahead and hop on and say that because you know I got the kid today, so I'm sure you can hear him in the background. But yeah, you know,
All
those are
right,
my
brother.
thoughts
I
on the whole
appreciate it.
thing.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Get back. Hold on one second. Truth hurts. You're next. Hey, Daryl McKinney, man. Thank you, brother. I was real slow. He said, man, I'm back home, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you for that $25 holler, brother. I'm gonna read a couple of these cash apps off. I see you, David, after you're right after Truth Hurts. I see you coming up. Thank you so much. Lowe said, hope a press conference gets heated. Oh, it's coming up pretty soon. I'm gonna be watching it. Thank you, brother. Thank you. And then Los in the building. Los again says, hey, sit on that L, Devin. Go back to hiding Hanos clan. You guys are terrible. Man, the Hanos, you guys are terrible, bro. Man, I can't believe I get this much hack, this much shit for being fair to somebody. It's like, is something wrong with being fair to somebody? Omar Vasquez said, thank you for spreading knowledge and truth. Thank you, Mr. Vasquez. Man, big $25 holler, brother. My pleasure, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you. My guy Steve May said, just have the rematch is gonna just iffy at all. Yeah, man, they're gonna have to run that back, especially if Ryan Garcia gets off. If he doesn't get off, throw that dude out for a while. Matthew Thomas said people are confused about screening. Doctors screen people all the time to check if illness disease is present. It doesn't mean it's confirmed. Hey, dude, thank you, Matthew Thomas. And once again, how about we talk about the words that we know and deal with what we know? If don't tell me that Victor Conte, I'm not going to sit up here and tell you that Victor Conte tainted those samples. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to make a video about it. And if somebody was up here claiming really heavy and hardcore about it, I would be defending them hardcore. So fuck all that shit you talking about what my energy is. My energy is this. If you attack me, I'm going to show you energy. And it's you guys are talking shit you don't know about. So stop talking about shit you don't know. And you guys are regularly claiming you know shit that you don't know. You don't know. It's nothing wrong with saying you don't know. But you guys are on that bandwagon, man. Justin Henry said, loving the energy. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, bro. Oh, and that was gotta say, loving the energy. That's the personal one. I see you too, Gaddix the Ghost. I see you, Derek Bizon. Derek, I see you, brother. I see you. I got to run through some of these cash apps, though, because, man, cats are supporting the channel, so thank you so much. Edwin in the building. Thank you, brother. Oh, that's my guy. Edwin, thank you, brother. I'm pretty sure that's my guy, Master Eden. But thank you, brother, for the $10 holler, brother. Thank you for supporting the channel. This dog, for real, these dudes be driving me nuts. Nuts. You hypocrites. Hypocrites. Maria said, thank you for being a respectable human being. No problem, Maria. Thank you. I'm sorry for being so slow on this. Thank you for that $5 holler. And I'm trying to hope you guys will be that. You know I can be, I ain't the best person in the world. How can VC own Snack and work at Vada? I don't know if I don't think he does work at Vada. He's saying that he doesn't work at Vada. Much love. Thank you so much, Wesley T. They're saying he doesn't work at Vada. He said he doesn't work at Vada. It's an association that people are assuming that he has with Margaret Goodman because he does Vada commercials. Like, he will do a Vada commercial now. He will try to push boxers into testing in Vada and talk about how Vada testing and giving the list of people that test with Vada. He's a big advocate for Vada. James in the building. Thank you, brother, man. Just $5 for as they say, for the love of the game. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, sir. I'm like an hour behind on these. Lowe said, how can the Anus clan keep lying? No, because that's what they have. And it's okay. But here's the thing. They lie when they don't need to. The man popped dirty. That's what you know. You got your foot in the door. Don't try to ram your whole body through the shit. You're not going to rebuild Devin until the time is right. It's just sorry. He got fucked up in that ring. Sorry. Hey, looks like Bill dropped some money in escrow. Nah, I don't think so. What's going on, El Chino? Thank you, Los. And then I got a couple more, and then we get the next caller. Los again said, dropped a little money. Let me show you. Let me put that up there for you, man. Thank you, brother, for that support, man. Thank you, man. Y'all keep the channel going. And it makes these dudes sick because you really ain't, because, you know, it ain't easy to get people to support you like this. Q said, Ox Steel said, just showing support. My guy, Ox Steel, in the building. Shout out, brother. How are you, man? Thank you for that $3 holler in that personalized note. Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. Ox Steel, big supporter, man. Y'all go get into it, man. Go find that man, get that cut. And my guy, Marcus Priest, said, the word of the day, non-confirmed. Exactly, not confirmed. But why are you hating on Devin by telling the truth? That's a personalized one, too. Thank you. I love them personalizing. Why are you hating on Devin by telling the truth? Don't tell the truth. Pete Sinatra said, pure speculation. Haney paid Vada Conti to tamper. See, I'm not going to do that, bro. And Steve Mays said, Fanon, do you believe in Vada? I don't have to believe in Vada. I know that Vada is real. I don't believe God is real. I know God is real. I don't have to believe it. It's real. I don't have to believe Vada is real. I know this real. Hey, and Phoenix here said, when Lil Debbie gets smacked again, they'll say it's residual damage from Ryan cheating. He believes his own hype. He got post-ass whooping disorder. Ooh, they got that. They got that post-ass whooping disorder. Yeah, Truth Speaks, what's up?
What's up, Fanon, man? I appreciated that cook earlier, man. I just wanted to come up and expound on some of the things that you mentioned that you may not have seen in the chat.
Yes.
So the relationship between Victor Conti and Vada is that he was among one of the founding members of it. So that's why it's kind of pointing the fingers, because if one of your founders of the organization of testing is in conjunction with another fighter, that, you know, that breeds conflict of interest. But I'm like you. I'm not so much saying that he put the call in. I'm more of the contaminated substance. PED expert by the name of More Plates, More Dates.
I saw that.
You saw that?
I did.
And Haney fans will argue up and down with people that this is their field. This is their field of expertise. And they will argue up and down just because they saw they Black Jesus on his knees crawling by that Mexican. And that hurts their image. But the crazy thing is, and I'm gonna hurt them with this one, they don't want due process now, but they wanted it when Devin was in California. They want that. Wait till all the information comes out. Don't ruin this black man's career. Don't do all this other stuff. We don't know what happened. They wanted the due process then. They're just not consistent. They're not. Everything to shine Devin and to shun everything else. Like, that's all it's set up. Me personally, I don't think anything's going to come of it. It's going to be, oh, well, this, that, and that. But that loss is going to stay on Devin's record, and many more are to come, unfortunately.
Hey, man, I don't know. I can't speak on that, man. But as far as more plates, more dates, dude, that's what he came down to. He basically said that he said he doesn't know the amount, obviously, but he's like, look, man, if it wasn't discovered to the last couple days, he basically said, look, the cycle on that is a month. So like, and they said you have to have a lot of it in your system, but yet it is highly, highly detectable. So the way that he looked at it, he was like, man, if I had to guess, I would say it's contamination. And I would say that, yeah, it was stupid for him to take whatever it was. However, he said that he believed that it was most likely contamination because it stays in your system. He said it stays in your system for a long time, so it doesn't get out quick. And in order to get any benefit out of it, you have to have had it in your system for months, and it's highly detectable in your system.
It's probably
So
one of the stupidest drugs if he wanted an advantage to take.
exactly. He said that's one of the stupidest drugs he could have possibly taken if he wanted an advantage. And there are way better ones that he could have done. So he's like, more than likely, it's contamination, but his reputation is going to be damaged. His reputation is going to be damaged,
Right?
Because somebody gave him something he shouldn't have taken. Now that is just the opinion, and he said, "Hey, I haven't seen the I don't know how much." That's why I keep asking these dudes, "Do you know how much of it is in his system?" Because if you don't know how much is in his system, if there's 50 milligrams of it or 50, whatever it is, 50 units of whatever measurement that they're using, then yeah, that dude was doping. But, anyway, yeah, man, thanks, Truth Speaks.
Of course, man.
All right, bro.
Background, man.
Yes, sir. Get back. Derek Benson, Derek, how can I say? I don't want to mispronounce your name.
Binion.
Thank you, sir.
The Binion horseshoe.
Okay, I got you. Derek Binion. How are you, Mr. Binion?
It's crazy that, like you said, there's a lot of hypocrites and phony people on the platform. I used to play football. I used to box, and I did mixed martial arts. Now, the crazy part, I'm going to tell all of y'all, any supplement that y'all take doesn't show up anything far as PEDs on it. It might have the name of it on there and some of it don't. Because I've took supplements, and it's been a time that I tried to get a job one time and I was still playing sports and I failed. So it doesn't matter how many, grams that they're going to have in it or how much you take. It all depends on how long you took it for. That's one thing. Two, like I said, some of these supplements don't have a name on it. Some of them do. And if you take that supplement, you don't know what type of steroid is in that supplement for you to wind up being positive for drugs. Period. Simple as that. So y'all trying to down this man for no apparent reason. You don't know what type of supplement that this man had took and don't know if it had a label of the name of it or not the name of it on that supplement. He doesn't know. So he could be guilty or not guilty. But it also takes the thing of how much he had in his system. I know I had some in my system and they wouldn't give me the job. I played football, boxing, mixed martial arts. I took a lot of supplements. I never took steroids, you know what I'm saying? But some supplements have steroids in it that you don't know. And that's how I got caught. So I know, for prime example, in the experience, as far as playing sports and using certain supplements that, you could try to build up. I remember one time they was trying to say that creatine was bad, but I took it, so y'all need to stop downplaying this man and just pray for him and stop being hypocrites and be a fan of who you are. If you're a fan of Devin Haney, be a fan of Devin Haney. If you're a fan of Ryan Garcia, be a fan of Ryan Garcia. You got to pray for both. You got to pray for Devin Haney and you got to pray for Ryan Garcia. And I'm going to leave it as that, Mr. Martin.
All right, brother. Get back, man. Thank you.
All right,
man.
have a blessed one.
You as well, bro. Supplements. Hold on one second. Give me 1 second, Gaddix the Ghost. Give me 1 second. Because I'm going to tell you who some people that are real problems are. Y'all will lie and have no qualms about it. You'll lie. You will lie You a lie, just a lie. You said Jay Gibbons Good Times. Did he tested positive for that yesterday, even though there's no news out there about it? You're just going to make shit up? Goodbye. You're just going to make it up that he tested positive yesterday for Nandrolone so it helps your argument? Man, go get a life, man. I'm quite sure somebody would say that happened. What is Dan Rayfield going to break the news that the second one came through? Just going to lie, huh? No, I don't know what you. Hey, what's going on, Gaddix the Ghost?
What's up, Martin? How are you?
Man, I'm chilling, brother. Thank you for calling me by my name. Appreciate it. How are you?
All right, good to finally click the link and talk to you.
Yeah, man, good to put a face to a name, brother. Thank you.
I was just touching up on what Frequent Flyer was saying. I'm going to give him an example of how something can be in your system without you knowing it's in your system. And I'm not even saying this is what the case is with Ryan, but this is an example. If most people go get their kids tested, and yes, they would have to eat a lot of it. But if you get your kids tested and they eat cereal is known to have Roundup weed killer in it. You could Google it. There's a whole big thing on it. That doesn't mean that your kid was going in the garage shooting up Roundup weed killer. That means you got trace amounts in it. Now, with these supplements, you can take most of these supplements that people take, like you go in GNC or wherever else, they are not FDA approved. Okay, so how these supplement companies, a lot of them come and then they disappear. They put ingredients in there and then they might add some shit that ain't supposed to be in there to give them a little up on it. They get knocked and then the company disappears, they switch names. He could have easily been taking something and he didn't know what was in there. Like I said, I'm not making an excuse for him, but it is very, very possible. So, that's it. A lot of people sit there and they say this, that, and the third. A B sample also can be opposite than the A sample for a lot of reasons. It could easily be that, okay, they take the A sample, right? Like Frequent Flyer said, you have one sample, they split it in half. They make an A and a B. You're testing the A right then. By the time you're required to test the B, it could be out of that sample. So he could have been cheating and it could have the air could have killed it or whatever. Who knows? I'm not a scientist. I'm not making an excuse. But the whole thing is you got to go on facts. That's the reason why I like your channel, because I feel that you're not really biased. I like people who speak facts. I be on other channels here and there and I laugh and make jokes in the comments and be goofy, but I can't just do blatant disrespect to other boxers because you're just blatantly hating on them. If you're good, you're good. If you're not, you're not. I actually like everybody. I don't have a favorite, and I'm dead ass serious about that. I like Devin. I like Tank. I don't know why you can't like both of them. But that's it, really. People just be sitting around saying a bunch of nonsense, and it's just crazy. But I wanted to click on the link. I wanted to give you a shout out. Tell you keep doing your thing.
Thank you, brother. I
love the
appreciate
show. I try to watch it as much as I could. I work 2 jobs, so one of them I get off around, like, I'm in New York, you know what I mean? I get off around 11:30, 11:45 in the morning. So a lot of times I catch the end of it. So that's why you might see me in the comments at that time.
Okay, good to know. I know the timing then.
You know what I mean? That's the reason why I'm not there as soon as the joint comes on.
Okay.
I go off of a school schedule. I work at a school during the day. So summertime, I'm there a little more, earlier in the morning.
Okay. Well, good to know, man. Now I know when you're there, man. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you, Gaddix. Gaddix, how you want me to pronounce that name?
Gadgets.
Gadget.
It's a spin on the word gadgets, like Inspector Gadget.
Oh, okay. It's gadgets.
Yeah.
Okay, I got gadgets. Gaddix, as I was calling you Gaddix, the gadgets. Got you.
Yeah,
thank you, brother.
Man. All right,
Gadget.
All right, peace, everybody. Salute to the chat. Have a good one, man.
Peace, man. Yes, sir. That brim is as huge as that ass woman. Man, look, man, let me tell you, man. Look, man. I don't know what else I can say, man. Y'all just butthurt Negroes that need to hold up for a second. What's wrong with you being a little bit more patient, man? What's wrong with it? That, bro, what's wrong with that, man? What's wrong, man? What's wrong? Why can't you just slow your roll and just wait for the whole thing to come through, man? Why would you waste your breath arguing with somebody about some shit you don't know? That's a fool. Fools do that. Fanon, patience loses war. Man, look, I have never heard that before. I mean, why don't y'all just slow down? Just slow down and be fair. Hey, PG and I who said that part, Fanon, you are very honest compared to these other channels towards this situation. I respect your channel. Thank you, man. Because they want very badly for Ryan Garcia for that win to go back to Devin. And they want to create political pressure for it to happen. And when I don't go down that lane, I neutralize that shit. I know what I do. I'm neutralizing your bullshit, and you don't like it. I get it. It's tough. It's a tough situation, but dog, that's just, you know what it is. You Negroes are low-hanging fruit. You Negroes logic is, man, you guys logic, eating your logic up is like a low-hanging, like seriously, like an apple tree where all I got to do is just grab right here and grab it up off of there. Like you guys are that easy. You're that easy. And you can't fuck with me because my channel is not small. Because my channel is not small. So since it's not small and we have the audience, you can't really fuck with it. So you're getting mad because you have to respond to me. But so you're in a catch-22. You guys are trying to sell everybody manure, but I'm telling everybody over here, dog, look, man, that's some manure. Fuck you talking about? Don't bring that shit over to me. And you guys talk every day, and the same people come and bring what you talking about to me, and that shit gets full. Man, it gets full. It just get body slammed every fucking time. You cannot run that offense on me. Okay? Because I ain't about to do it. Full Tropic Thunder logic. Oh, it's fucking terrible. You do not know the basic things necessary to accuse this man. You don't know the basic things that you need to know in order to say that that man intentionally cheated. You don't know the basics of it. And neither do I. But I know that I don't know. And I will say that I don't know. Man, I'm trying to tell you, look, man, Pete Sinatra. Du Bois, hey, I can't give out no wrenches right now. I think I owe a wrench to somebody, but I can't give out a wrench right now. You got to stick around. This entire argument isn't worth engaging in because Devin just said he doesn't want the rematch, nor does he see himself getting back in the ring. Apparently, he's contemplating a violence towards Ryan. Dude, he ain't going to do shit if this man's B sample comes back clean, and he ain't going to do shit if they throw that shit out. And so what if he did it? Oh, man, come on, man. He cheated. If he did it, he cheated. If he intentionally juiced up, he cheated. And he needs to lose that. That win needs to go off his record, and it needs to go over to Devin's record. You know what I'm saying? But it is such a, man, let me tell you, man. Oh, my God, man. You know what this shit could be like? Let me tell you what this could be like, man. You ever had a girl that you loved, but she left you? And she come and like she left me. And so I can tell you what the analogy is. Devin's reputation was the woman they would loved. They had their Devin. They were hugging on that Devin. Let's call him Devinita. Was hugging up on Devinita. You know what I'm saying? Making sweet love to Devinita. The fight after fight after fight, it was there always, I love you so much. I got so much love for you. And then she left. She was gone. Devin's reputation was gone because he got his ass whooped. It was like Devinita died. Oh no! Oh, she left me. She left me. No reputation left me. And when you were down and you were sunk, and oh man, the video, oh my God, Ryan was beating her up, and videotapes of Gervonta beating her up. And then all of a sudden she pops dirty, and you're like, oh yes, she came back, she's back. Dog, that may be nothing but a fleeting booty call, bro. You don't know if that shit's coming back or not, bro. Fanon cooning for a Mexican, man. Let me tell you something. How do you coon for a Mexican, you fucking idiot? I'm right, dog. Oh, are you cooning? You don't love the black man. You don't love the black man. Hey, let me ask you, man. When Gervonta Davis' ass was beating him up, was he cooning for the white man? You cooning for the Mexican, too. Boy, y'all, when it last, boy, I got to tell you, I hate agreeing with certain little cats that go, hee. I don't like it, dog. That woman gone, nigga. She came for that booty call real fleetingly. Look, man, I ain't cooning for none of y'all. You cooning for Bill. Y'all cooning for Bill. That man was on steroids. If it was the other way around, you wouldn't have the same energy. Yes, I would. I would have the exact same energy. I would have the exact same energy. If you came up to me and told me that Devin Haney popped dirty for Ostarine, and I immediately said, and you said, what do I think? And I said, look, man, I don't know. Let's see how it plays out. Because I did it for Alyssa Bumgardner. And if you asking me if somebody said that about Devin, no, I wouldn't. I would say, let's see what happens. Devin said he didn't do it. Now, if Devin jumped out and said, I did do it, I got busted, I got caught, then I would say, okay, he admitted it. But that's not what Ryan did. Ryan said he didn't do it. Yeah, he would, and I'd be mad as hell. Fahim said, look, yeah, he would, and I'd be mad as hell for saying Fanon is too fair. Dog, I'm telling you. These dudes don't like it. They only want you. They only want me to be fair to Devin. They don't want me to be fair to Ryan. That's the problem. You can't be fair to Ryan. You don't want me to be fair to a Mexican. You don't want me to be fair to Ryan. You don't want me to be fair to Tank. You don't want me to be fair to Gary Russell Jr. You don't want me to be fair. You don't, because you guys are a bunch of hypocritical fucking fanboy ass bullshits. Y'all are full of bullshit. You're full of bullshit. Bullshit. Flat out, up and down, bullshit. You don't like it. I'm not even defending Ryan. I'm not even defending him. All I'm saying is I don't know. Listen to you buffoons. I am not even defending him. I'm not defending him. All I said was I don't know. That's all I said. I said, I don't know, and neither do you. That's all I said. Click the links. Click the link. I don't know how to explain this shit to you. Click the link. You explain it to me. Because you're the one saying, you must be the one saying you know. I'm telling you, I don't know. There's a link. They don't want me to be fair to anybody that they don't have their tongue up their ass. That's it. Sorry for being so graphic. That's what y'all are on. Y'all got y'all nose and mouth and all that shit so far in that man's booty cheeks. It's fucking embarrassing. You class should be embarrassed. You should be embarrassed. You guys should be embarrassed of yourself. Embarrassed. You were jumping up here acting you don't know. But you act, oh, well, we do know. No, you don't know. Now, there's the link. Martin, you didn't give Tyson Fury the benefit of the doubt. What do you mean I didn't give him the benefit of the doubt? I didn't give him the benefit of the doubt for what? The gloves that I can see his hand coming through? I said I see the hand coming through his glove. You mean I didn't give him the benefit of the doubt when I literally saw the glove coming out his hands? I said that. Yes, I did give him the benefit of the doubt on that. Yes, I did. And when Tyson Fury initially tested positive for nandrolone, I gave him the benefit of the doubt on that too. So what the fuck are you talking about? I did give him the benefit of the doubt. But there ain't no doubt if I see you with your hand coming through your glove. So you don't want me to you think I should have given the benefit of the doubt or I shouldn't have given the benefit of the doubt? Okay? Once again, another fucking terrible fucking example. Let's say, for example, that I didn't give Tyson Fury the benefit of the doubt. Say I didn't give him the benefit of the doubt. You think that I shouldn't have given the benefit of the doubt or that I should have given the benefit of the doubt? Which one? I said, let him go through the process. Tyson Fury went through the process. And UCAD suspended him. Ryan Garcia has not gone through the process yet. And you guys want to sit there and talk to me like I should say that he did. You guys suck, bro. You guys suck. Echo, how can I help you, man?
Hey, how you doing? How's things?
I'm doing well, man.
Yeah, I've been listening to these guys coming on here trying to make things right on their side and put people down on the other side. I mean, really, we don't know. We don't know anything, really. And we know most of the time that people just come on there with a narrative just to prove somebody wrong, without any facts. And that's what I've been hearing, trying to make you wrong and say you're lying and all that kind of stuff like you always do. But I want to give some facts now, okay? And I'm not. This is not my opinion. This is factual. Remember, I mentioned the other day about a person that I trained had been flagged with Austrian. Remember, I told you that.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, which is true. He forwarded the supplements to USADA. And he was aware that there was about 10, 15 people that were also under that investigation. But they found that the supplements they had Austrian in them, but it wasn't labeled. And this is a well-known fact. VADA know this, UCAD know this, USADA know this, that this is happening all over the world now. Because people are not labeling things. They're not telling you what's in them. And also, it's like even foods that we eat, like bread and things like that, the calories that they say on the labels are not they're not always right. They can be up to 30% wrong. You know that, Fano?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
So when you're thinking on a diet, eating processed foods, you're not. That's why a lot of people have trouble losing weight unless they're really strict on their diet, And as far as the testing, Ryan will get the B sample checked, and it more than likely will be the same unless there's no contamination within the container when it was added, because that could happen. It wasn't cleaned properly, it wasn't sterilized properly. It could be anything. But I'm not using that as an excuse. And I'm not defending Ryan because he could be guilty. I don't know. To be honest, it'd be horrible if he did do this. However, all I can say is that they can test up to like 1 microgram and find that would be flagged. But what they'll do, they'll find out if the amount that he's been tested for and the amount that's in there would it have had any thing to do with the win, or could it have increased his ability to do so well? Which it could very well be, because we don't know the result yet. You know, if he's got 30 milligrams of ostarine in there, then he cheated, more than likely. But if he's got 1 microgram in there, that will probably get dismissed, and that might be through tainted supplement. And we know that the supplements are they've all got stuff in that we don't know. Everything you buy is not always labeled what's in it. You know, even things like you think it's not got sugar in, it's just renamed in something else. Sucrose is sugar.
Yeah.
You know, absorbic acid is vitamin C. And a lot of things are in things that we don't even understand. If you don't understand the chemical name of something, you won't even know what it is. Like Psalms. I mean, Psalms, in the UK, there's a big lockdown on that because of what happened. And in the UK at one point, there was one supplement that was around that had traces of cocaine in it. But nobody knew. But it got taken off the shelves in the big stores like GNC and Holland and Barrett. It was just whipped off the stands so quick. But nobody knew. So we don't really know what we're eating anyway, unless we're eating, you know, whole foods and natural foods. Even then, we don't know.
Yeah, even then you can have all kind of pesticides in it, and what type
Exactly.
of is it really organic or not really organic?
Yeah, I mean, they stopped using a pesticide called ALAR in the UK on apples because they believed it could cause cancer. But people were eating it for ages, you know.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things. I mean, if you don't know, like vitamins, for instance, you can overdose on the fat solubles, but on the water solubles like B complex, vitamin C, they're excreted through water and breathing and heat. So it's very difficult to overdose on them. But all these people saying, you know, that you can just flush that's why they do the IV. IV is a good way to pass a test for sure.
Yes, sir. I got a guy right behind you, Echo.
Yeah. I'm just saying what you're saying. You've you're not said anything wrong, and you're just waiting for the test like I am. To be honest.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, Echo. Thank you for coming by, man. All right, brothers. I hope you see you tomorrow morning.
I will be there. Yeah, we're gonna discuss some history, are we?
Yes, sir. After this Canelo fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who do you think is going to win? Who do you think is going to win?
I mean, I'm gonna lean with Canelo, but I haven't done any real analysis of it. I take Canelo over Munguia. I'm rooting for Brandon Figueroa because I'm a big Brandon Figueroa fan.
Okay.
And I don't really remember who else is on that. I don't even really remember who else is on it. Hold on, I am hands down. Black Coffee. That's the Tears of Hanos clan. All right, brother. Let me get to David. David been waiting a long time, man.
All right, no problem, man. You have a good day. I'll be back tomorrow anyway.
All right, man. Get back. Thank you, sir.
Take care. Bye.
Yes, sir. David in the building. What's going on, man?
Yo, what's going on, man? What up, man? All I gotta say is, you know, it's sad that this had to end like this, bro. Like when that fight got announced, I was like, man, finally somebody's like, oh fuck, they ain't me up, bro. And he did. But you know, it's sad that it had to end like this, like real rap, bro. Like, cause, you know, when it happens, I was like, damn, they shut Devin Haney and Bill Haney up. But now the Devin Haney fans coming out here saying dumb shit, bro. And you know what I mean? Sometimes I gotta click off the your channel, like the lives, because I'll be getting mad hearing this Devin Haney fans, bro. I wouldn't punch the screen, bro. You feel me? Yeah, bro. They saying dumb ass shit, bro. Like, but I fuck with your channel, bro. You speak the truth, man. You know what I mean? And This fight,
Yes, sir.
tonight, bro. I'm not excited for Canelo and Munguia fight, bro. I'm gonna steal that fight. I'm not gonna pay for it. You feel me? But hopefully, Benavidez. I mean, I don't want to see the Benavidez make some dumb choices, and you know what I mean. But hopefully he smack Canelo tonight, bro. Like real rap, bro. And that's all I gotta say. God bless you, man.
All right, brother, get back, man. Yeah, man. Hey, man, look. Man, I like that dude, man. I like that dude, man. Who you diss, nah, I mean? Yeah, nah, I mean? Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, y'all be on that dumb shit, dog. Hey, look, man, I'm thinking about to go. Hey, I don't know. Let me see. Where is this thing supposed to be on? This supposed to be on Premier Boxing Champions. Oh, it's not gonna be on until 2:00, bro. The press conference. Man, somebody said it was on at 2. Hey, donate for wrenching it up, young David Noob. Okay, yeah, David, put a chat in the comment. Big Noob got your back, dog. Big Noob got your back. I don't think there's any more 20s, bro. I got to add these other 20s to these sponsors, man. Keith Nolan, Kurt Hurd, Omega Red. Man, y'all are big time, man. Let me, yeah. Put that comment. Hey, David, put a comment in the comment section, man. Let me wrench you up. Let me go on over there and wrench you up, homie. Let me go on over there and wrench you up. Man, let me tell you, bro. Let me tell y'all. Man, y'all gonna be taking L's. Y'all gonna be taking L's. Y'all gonna be taking L's. All right. Where's David at, man? I don't see David in the comment section. Hurry up, David, or I might have to get you tomorrow because you know how cats be acting silly. David, come on, put that comment in the comment section. Yo, this David, you feel me? Nah, dog, I don't feel you. No, I don't feel you. Nah, I don't believe you, homie. No, AJ, I do not believe you, Holmes. Oh, the press conference at 2:00 today for the Gervonta Davis, Frank Martin, Benavidez, Wojciech card that I'm looking forward to. Hey, said, Phenom Boxing been lit since that tape dropped. Oh, this shit's been fun like a mug, bro. They don't like it at all, dog. They hate me. I'm hated. Is that you, AJ?
Hell yeah, bro. David ain't my real name. I put that shit there. You feel me?
Good. You AJ, where it say, yo, this is that David. You feel me?
Hell yeah, that's me.
All right, man. You're moderated. I got you. That's all I needed to verify. You good? All right, you got that rent. All right, man. Yeah. I just needed to hear it because he actually typed. You feel me? I didn't know you typed. You feel me? Yeah, dog. Yeah, but look, man, I'm gonna roll up out of here. I've been on here for 3 hours, man. I'm gonna let Cat shine. Let Chat shine. Shine. All right. Look, man, y'all have a wonderful day. I'm definitely appreciative to everybody, man. But with that, I think I'm gonna bounce up out of here, man. Nah, I mean, you know what I mean? Unless somebody else want to chop it up, I'm gonna get one more chop up and then I'm gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna let myself slide at 3 hours, man. Ryan has revived boxing. Man, look, let me tell you something, man. God don't like ugly, man. God don't like ugly, bro. Fanon, check the YouTube streets. What are you talking about? What do you mean check the YouTube streets? Man, look, y'all ain't pulling me into nothing, man. Check what YouTube streets? Dog, I don't have to check the YouTube streets. The YouTube streets always come up trying to talk to me. You know what I mean? The YouTube streets always got to come up and talk to me. I don't believe some things going down, though, you know? The Haneyites are in shambles. Yeah, it's tough. But they're getting it together. Yes, sir. All right, man. But I'm out of here, man. Much love to everybody in the chat, everybody in the super chat. Thank you guys so much for your support. And I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. Deuces.